Hi all, we're a few minutes late getting started. I was distracted. But hello, we're back. It's time. Hope everyone's doing well and has had a good week. There we go. Sorry. Last minute. Something. But we're back. It's more Ace Attorney. We're in the middle of a trial, and there's this guy. I forgot about this guy, I'm gonna be honest. Slipped my mind. Let's say I was looking at my cup. I was like, why do I have less tea than I normally do? Oh, right, I let it boil wrong. It's fine. Hello, y'all. Oh, sorry, I'm stretching a little bit. Make sure I'm stretching regularly. My neck is still a bit stiff. Earlier this week. And I will need the reminder. But let's go and get started. That night, yes, I went to the supermarket. I must have dropped my cell phone on the way back.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Hello, Delphi. How you doing? Okay, this is... I'm gonna be honest. This is the most suspicious you've ever been, my dude. Like, I don't even need my superpowers of perception. You're sleepy and hungry. Ah! Thank you for the check punisher. I will need those. I will need plenty of those. At the very least, get a snack. Get some food. I know you recently woke up. So... Actually, you know what? Always a good way to wake up is get some food, do some stretches, walk around a little bit. I find that normally wakes me up. And when I was walking through the park, I happened to witness the crime. I saw the killer, the victim, the stand, all as clear as day there in the middle of the night. It was him. I saw the defendant at the scene. Okay, he was lying about dropping his cell phone on the way back, and about seeing everything clear as day. Because of course he was that second one, it was nighttime.
Yes, but your cell phone was lying in a garage.
Oh, yes, well, as you can see, my model cell phone has a defect. It is given to rolling. It's quite a pain when I drop it alongside the road, you know? Now look here, I'm not like a professional physicist or anything. Is that right? Yeah, physicist or anything. That's about the most square-ass cell phone I've ever seen in my life. That thing ain't rolling.
It looks like a normal cell phone to me. In any case, Mr. Justice, the cross-examination, please.
That's funny. My bracelet didn't react at all during that testimony. His nervous habit must not be acting up. I didn't sense anything either, actually. Rest in peace, Punisher. Hopefully you weren't too far into it. Looks like you're on your own this time around. Right. No problem. I hope. Here comes justice! Only 6 hours? In Elden Ring, that's not too bad. Look, I must have got my cell phone. That's when you passed in front of the Maractus Clinic? Why, yes, that's correct. That was a pretty suspicious pause there. Mr. Stickler, do you think you could be a bit more specific? Please show us the exact route you took on the night of the murder. Of course. The supermarket is here, along the main road. On my way home from there, takes me past the Maractus Clinic. This is probably when I dropped my cell phone. Yet, woe is I walked on, unaware of my loss. And walked right into that fateful park. And when I was walking through the park, I happened to witness the crime. The victim all clear as day. This part of the testimony is the key. I know it! Graves found in Limgrave. Should I press him at the killer, the victim, or the noodle stand? Here's the thing. Knowing Ace Attorney, I'm gonna press you on the weirdest thing possible. You happen to remember the noodle stand? Quite well, yes. For a student of the sciences, keen observation and healthy curiosity are vital. I remember everything. I could even read the sign. I believe it said... noodle. Yes, that was it.
For remembering something quite well, it sure took you a while to tell us. And thank you for telling us that a noodle stand sells noodles. Very enlightening.
Hold, please. If you were seeing it from this side, you wouldn't have been reading the word fucking noodle. You would from this side, but you were watching from this side. We already know this to be a fact. You would not have read noodle. You read Aldoon. You couldn't see shit, motherfucker. Look, even the sand's talking to you now. Anyone want some nice soup? Soup in an oil drum that I'm sure is perfectly safe and clean. Oh well.
Well, Mr. Justice.
What about that sign? Could that be important? So the sign on the noodle stand said noodle? It appears the defense has just obtained a vital piece of testimony.
Is this noodle stand's broth really that delicious? I'll have to go sample the wares one of these days. I think that's worth adding to the testimony as well.
Whatever sort of noodles that sign sells, it can't match up to IVU's cafeteria. Some apply to the school merely for a taste of our smart noodles. Okay. I wouldn't mind a taste of that myself. It said, the thing said noodle. Are you sure? Are you absolutely fucking sure, my dude? And you're absolutely sure? Wow, he said the exact same thing I did. Sure, the sign said noodle? Why, just last week, my professor offered me this praise. At least you have good eyesight, Stickler.
I'll give you that.
I am the smart noodle. I'm the good noodle. I have the good noodle star. Up on the board there, see? See, you can't see the good noodle star. It's hidden, but it's there, I promise you. Also, sir, I believe you are being insulted.
It's red, without a doubt, noodle.
I see.
What? Why are you looking at me like that? Is that pity I see in your eyes?
Let's take a look at our map, shall we? So you're claiming... Little duck in your locker? Oh, that's cute. So you're claiming that when you saw the sign, you were standing... I think this is more the voice I was using for Apollo before. Here, was it? Although it would have been a bit hard to read the sign from this spot. Do you think so? Mr. Stickler, I'd like you to please take another look at the stand and to carefully read what the sign says. See? The sign actually states the name of the stand's owner. Eldunes. Inconceivable! I'm certain it was definitely noodle for sure. Positive.
I'm afraid your professor was wrong about that eyesight.
I wouldn't be so quick to jump to that conclusion. The sign he saw changes everything. The witness says the sign said noodle, and he saw it right. What would you say if I told you that there's one spot from which the sign would be read the way Mr. Stickler claims? What?
Mr. Justice, show us this spot. The
witness actually viewed from this side. But wait, there's a rock. Wait, hold on. That's impossible. Hold on, wait, where's that map? No, show me that again. There's a rock there. There's a rock on that side. He shouldn't have been able to... Someone messed with the crime scene. if he really was on that side, then that means the noodle stand was facing the other direction. So if that's the case, then when he called out to him and he looked right, if you had been shot from the front, it would have gone in his left temple, not the right temple, like the autopsy report says. Unless he wasn't pulling the noodle stand at all. But no, we know he was. Probably. Maybe. Someone, but either way, I think someone turned this noodle stand around. Because there's a rock in the way.
How do you know that?
When viewed from south, the sign on the stand reads El Dunes, as we know. However, observe the other side of the stand.
Oh! This sign says noodle!
Exactly! The name of the stand is split between the front and back signs. Mr. Stickler, you lied to court! You witnessed the crime from the northern side of the park, not the south.
You got me!
Gavin? So what? So what? So what? Or what does it matter if he saw the killing from the north or the south side? I don't know, but whatever weed he smokes, I kind of want to hit at it. It makes no difference at all. He's right. I travel far enough to the south, and you will end up going north. I'm sorry I already explained this to the chat, and I'm sorry I have to now explain it to you, the prosecutor, who should be smarter than this. That this changes everything. Viewed on a global scale, directions are utterly without meaning. Actually, maybe he's right. What does it change? It changes everything, Apollo. Ow. Thank you for the nut. Trucy? Remember his testimony from before. Though to be honest, I'm a little scared of where this is leading. Well, but the bigger problem is also... there's just so many questions here. First, again, rock. Hello? There's a rock... well, I guess you could see it from... but there's a trash can there as well. I forgot about that. The killer and the victim are facing each other here. Then, at the moment the killer raises his weapon, Mr. Stickler shouts. At which point, the victim turns his head to look, and the killer fires his pistol. That's why the bullet hit him in the right temple. No contradictions, right? Right, but if Mr. Stickler was standing on the north side of the park, that reverses the whole scenario. It also begs the question of how did he get on the north side if he came from the other way? Completely. If Mr. Stickler shouts from where he is now, and the victim looks in his direction, the bullet would have to hit his left temple.
Oh! Oh!
In other words, someone standing at point K couldn't shoot the victim in his right temple. It's impossible.
That's right.
So, now we know that Mr. Stickler was... now we know that Mr. Stickler was standing on the northern side. The wound location takes on an entirely different meaning.
Indeed. You're absolutely correct, Fräulein. What meaning?
The entry wound is on the right side of the victim's head, correct? Well, the right side of the victim's head is north.
North? Oh! But that's where the witness, Wesley Stickler, was standing.
Correct. So if he was standing to the north, then the only person here who could have shot the victim in the right temple was Mr. Stickler himself. Again, I'm pretty sure he's not the killer, but we always need to go through this process. What if Wesley was actually on the west? Because if you take the first two letters of Wesley and the first two letters of Stickler, you get west. I don't know if that's important or not.
Order! Order! Order!
Ah, the apple didn't fall far from the tree. She's not his biological daughter. How was that part not obvious? Regardless, or at least I assume she's not. Technically, we haven't had that confirmed. I'm just absolutely certain that it's not. Anyways, flip this whole case on its head while I was still figuring it out. That's because your assistant is always smarter than you. Take this note, Apollo. Take this note. Actually, I guess, well, was Maya smarter than Phoenix? No. But Maya had Mia, so that doesn't count.
Objection!
Clarify one point for me if you would, Herr Forehead. What now? Are you truly accusing this college student of murder? Are you saying that he can't because he's a college student? Well, I can't say he exactly looks innocent, but something still doesn't feel right. Also, this is not my job to, who am I talking about? Yet picture him as the real killer. Look, please, looks aside, I'm really a nice guy. All my friends say so. Oh, they would if I had any. Oh, you do. You can strike that last part from the record, please.
Well, let's hear what the defense has to say.
Committed genocide against the I know that this is referencing something, but my brain is not working properly. What are you going to do now, Justice? Should I really accuse Mr. Stickler? I'm going to accuse him of a different crime. I don't think Wesley Stickler is a killer, but he's not innocent either. His unusual silence tells me that much. Mr. Stickler, you seem unusually quiet. Tell us why, now!
The word confession isn't in my dictionary.
No. Tis go forward. I'm afraid it falls to you to elucidate Herr Stickler's silence.
Mr. Justice, you did say you were accusing the witness just now for a crime other than murder. Your reason? The court's all ears.
Hold on a second. Mr. Stickler, are you the panty thief? You're the fucking panty thief. I know he's guilty of something, but what crime other than murder is there? It's the only one I know! Do I have evidence that shows his involvement in some other crime?
Your evidence? The court's all eyes, Mr. Justice. Show us evidence that points to the witness's involvement in a crime.
This one? Okay. So we think about it like this. Embezzling of panties, yeah. So, when we take a look at the map, at the Kitaki Mansion, Plum Kitaki's bloomers were stolen. And over at Mr. Wright's office, Trucy's magic show prop panties. Cell phone panty shots? No, he stole them. I don't think he took pictures. But we found the bloomers in the yard, or in the park, in the trash can. And we found the bloomers, or we found Trucy's panties in the car, in the tailpipe of the car, where we also found the cell phone. Is this right, or is it something else? Something tells me this isn't one of those good silences.
Something else to say, Mr. Justice?
One more chance, please?
By all means. But your effort wasn't wasted. Look, a brand new penalty.
Alright, fine. Please tell me this is correct. If you really... No, damn it.
Mr. Justice, why are you showing us these women's underwear in the middle of court?
Like, I know that he was the panty thief. I know he is. Oh, there it is. The evidence is this. Imagine just pulling a pair of underwear out in the middle. Hi, Sif. Imagine pulling a pair of underwear just out in the middle of court for murder. That so far has proven to have absolutely no...
What? Is that women's underwear?
Hey, those are mine. He's fidgeting with the paper. Stickler? Stickler, I know you stole these. Are you gonna freak out, or...? Don't look at me like that!
Order, order, order. Mr. Stickler, while I can't say this comes as a shock,
It's not what it seems. By Pythagoras' theorem, I swear it. On the night of the murder, just past 9 p.m., a young girl catches the panty snatcher red-handed. Bravely, she gives chase, but the snatcher flees and hides himself in no other place than the Maractus Clinic garage.
oh,
Incidentally, these panties were found in the exhaust pipe of the car there. Presumably, he was trying to hide the evidence of his crime. Ergo, while you may not be a murderer, you are guilty of panty snatching in the first degree. Please, hear me out. It's not what it looks like.
order, order, order. Mr. Stickler, you should be ashamed.
It's not what it seems.
So, are we to understand that you were silent not because you were guilty of murder, but because you lacked the courage to admit your theft of this girl's undergarments?
Perhaps you're not aware that my school's name was originally written IV. I stand for intelligent, V stands for valiant, see?
Your point?
I'm not done. Now, I'm a major of in the science department. And what does science teach if not curiosity? Yes, we of the IVU science department are valiantly curious. No challenge is too daunting, and what greater challenge to science than a mystery? Come on! You're talking about a girl's panties here. No, you do not understand. A mystery is the unknown, and the unknown is unacceptable. And my friends, when it comes to mystery, those panties are the promised land. From the moment I first laid eyes on them, I was compelled to investigate. I'm dying. Wait, did you see Trucy's magic show? A full-size car tire was only the first mystery those panties revealed. Tire? Yes, I saw her do it. This game made me say some weird shit. She pulled a tire out of those panties. But that's not all. First there was the tire, then a stew pot, and a frozen chicken. One mystery after another. It was magic. Oh, I remember now. He's one of the regulars in the audience at the Wonder Bar. Huh? Talking about my magic panties trick. I just don't understand. A broom from a pair of panties. It mocks the very laws of physics. Broom and a frozen chicken, Trucy? Wow, good job. Whatever happened to doves and bunny rabbits?
Mr. Stickler, you stole this girl's panties to understand a magic trick instead of just Googling it like a normal person. Google was around at this time, right? This was 2007.
You say panties, but they're so much more than that. For me, they are an object for serious study. I wonder. There has been a recent rush of penny snatchings in the area. You make a good point. Once again, not the only one. Not the only pair to go missing. Were they all you? I am sorry, but I did it for science. Each time I spied a pair of panties flapping in the breeze, maybe this would be the pair that would elucidate the mystery. Even that night as she chased me through the street, I wept tears of joy. Perhaps this is the night that I will seize the truth that lies within those panties. Yet woe was I for once again the lack. Lacy hard pantied, found in truth, and I couldn't read it. Oh my god, there's too much happening. Well, still, that leaves one thing unexplained. Oh, you refer to the witness's other lie, yes? The witness claimed he saw the crime from the south, but it was in fact in the north.
Indeed. Would anyone care to explain why he lied about that?
Be my guest, Herr Forehead. Me? Did I hear you correctly? Did you not say you do not accuse the witness of murder? I think Max had dropped the accent there. Why then, did the witness lie about his location at the time of the shooting? I don't think he did. I think our understanding of the time of the shooting is wrong. I'll have you no idea. Apollo, there's something about the way the diagram is arranged right now. When you think about it, right near where Mr. Stickler was standing, isn't there a...
Well, Mr. Justice, what say you? Do you have any evidence to show why the witness lied about his location?
Pause. Thinking. Is there anything special about these? Yeah, you know, that makes sense actually. These bloomers sure have a distinct design. You certainly know who they belong to at a glance. That way she doesn't have to write her name on them. Genius. I don't think writing your name would be easier than drawing a plum blossom. Anyways, no, that's not the evidence. Let's see here. I don't think he, that's the thing, I don't think he did lie about his location. Oh, no, I do know why. He was standing there because... The evidence that shows why he lied is this! A different pair of panties.
What? More panties?
I'm gonna... I couldn't cold read it because it's just really funny. How many panties are you carrying in your pocket, her forehead? These are the last. Honest! These were found in a trash can at the park. Looking at the diagram... we can see that the trash can was right next to where the witness stood.
Mr. Stickler, you did it.
Alas, I'm a failure as a scientist. I can't unravel the mysteries of the universe. I can't even unravel a pair of panties.
So, these panties are your handiwork as well?
And everything I am saying now is going to live on the internet forever. Congratulations, me. Wonderful. That night, I had been chased, hounded into the Maractus Clinic garage. Weeping in frustration, I was forced to abandon my prize. But don't you see how I felt? Believe me, I'd rather not. I hid in the garage for a short while, then abandoning the panties I made for home. To avoid the office where the girl worked, I went towards the south entrance. When I saw them hanging on a clothesline by a giant mansion. A giant pair of panties. Apparently he didn't know those bloomers belonged to the mob. I had them safe in my pockets, ready to take home, when I stumbled upon a murder. The murder of Dr. Maractus. I reported what I had seen, but as I waited for the priest to arrive, I got scared. What if they searched me? That's when you disposed of the bloomers? Yes. It was a severe blow to the progress of science, but one that had to be born.
A fascinating if disturbing tale.
Everyone in this courthouse is now just like, what the fuck is going on here? Fucking serial panty thief. We've now looked at 2 pairs of underwear. Like 5 feet away from us.
I believe this brings today's proceedings to a close. And I'm more than pleased to dismiss this witness for the remainder of the trial.
I don't know. I think he did? Okay. Order of operations here. From what I understand, car hits Phoenix. Car returns back to the Maractus garage. Then Maractus... And then stuff happens from Maractus in the noodle stand. As motherfucking Stickler is running away with Trucy's panties, runs into the garage, hides the panties, is like, well, I can't take these with me, I guess, for some reason. leaves, goes the other way, finds these panties, sees the murder happen, because it happened there for some reason. Which we still don't really know the full story. Then called the cops, then threw the panties away, then the cops arrived. But, like, he's lied to us so much, I have no idea what the fuck to do with any of his testimony. Oh, one last thing, if I might. No. Oh, one last thing, if I might.
Yes, Prosecutor Gavin?
Regardless of where he ended today, some vital points were made. Namely, that the defendant, Waki Kitoki, was at the scene of the crime. And he was pointing a weapon at the victim. Again, a weapon that was this weapon. This weapon. Not a gun. He didn't have a gun. One more thing. Waki Kitoki has a clear motive.
Indeed, the defendant Waki Kitaki is still the prime suspect in this case. The only suspect, in fact, assuming there was no one else at the scene at the time. Yet a mystery remains. The location of the wound in the victim's right temple has yet to be explained. The court requests further investigation from both the defense and prosecution.
Yeah, baby. No problem.
Very well. This brings the trial for the day to a close. Court is adjourned.
That's a good idea. Maybe I can make that. Curious. Curiouser and curiouser. June 16th, 2:23 p.m. Right to Anything Agency. Oh, what a train wreck that was. I'm glad we made it out of that trial alive. Good thing we don't have to go back. Apollo, the trial continues tomorrow. We're not done yet. Can't I have, like, 5 minutes apiece? But we have to keep investigating. Really? I had fun. And Waki made it through the day, too. Everyone was too obsessed with panties to bother with the real case. But it was good publicity. Imagine the crowd at my show tonight. You know what? You're seeing the bright side of things, Trucy, and I appreciate that. She does have her panties back, despite the fact that they're still in my pocket. You should come, Polly. Yeah. The amazing Mr. Hat will be making an appearance. Oh, right. I almost forgot that you did a crime. You did a bit of a crime. Was it really a crime? But, interference of court proceedings, maybe? Alright, folks. I'll be here all week. That's about enough of him. Hello? Miss Tiala. Oh, thank you for today. The trial went well. Oh, right. No problem. Do you think Waki will be okay? Where does she keep that? Look, she has magic panties that can hide tires, and fucking brooms, and for turkeys, and all this other stuff. Yeah, we don't question it. It's fine. She's legitimate magic. In a world where actual spirit mediums and occult shit exist, I choose to believe she's actually magic. It's not a trick. Straight up a witch. Well, he's not guilty. Yet. Please, you have to help him. We're supposed to get married next month. Oh, congratulations. Ugh, way to put the pressure on a guy. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Are you sure about marrying into the Kitaki family? I'm fine with it. And I love Waki with all my heart. Aw, that's so sweet. Oh, it doesn't bother you that you'll be, married to the mob? I don't think so. My parents are against it, of course. Hey, where did you and Waki first meet anyway? Good question. Miss Tiala doesn't look like the type to have gangster connection. I don't know. You kind of can't be sure about these things. Oh, we met at my old job, actually. Office romance. She's not very forthcoming with them information about herself, is she? I have a feeling she has more gangster connections than we know. Did you know that the boss is trying to get out of the business? Really? Mr. Kataki wants to quit being a gangster, but he's the boss. Wouldn't it be easier? Well, it might be harder for him. He's trying to transfer his assets into a normal company. Ah, there it is. He only announced it recently, out of the blue. I hear there's quite a lot of confusion in the ranks. Ugh, I wonder if this explains that apron with the adorable fox mascot on it that we all love and adore. Can't imagine Waki going along with that. He's highly motivated, isn't he? That's not the word I would have used. He said, I'll be the next big boss and keep the family alive. I think he's at that age when boys want to make a mark on the world. That's not the way I would have put it. His father moves in a lot of circles. He's really focused on profits. The Kataki's family have been making a killing recently. Again, not the way I would have put it. Your phrasing could be taken very poorly considering who we're dealing with here. Milwaukee says it's not about the money. They have the gangster tradition to uphold. Ooh, a generation gap. They've even got the ever-classic what about the family business thing going on. Usually it's the father worried about tradition. Ask you a question about Waki? I understand he was operated on by the victim, Dr. Maractus. Apparently, yes. Oh, that's right, dude's gonna die soon. I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my ops something bad. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later. Bye. So I gotta go in and get another doc to patch me up again. Yes, it sounds horrible. Waki has always been fond of fighting, I'm afraid. I'm not sure it qualifies as fighting when pistols are involved. Mr. Gavin was saying his life might be in danger, wasn't he? No, that can't be right. I'm sure he was just trying to scare us. Scary to think that a surgeon might make a mistake. But it's even scarier when he tries to hide it. I'd like to know a little bit more about this operation. Maybe it's time to pay the Maractus clinic a visit. I should be getting home now. Waki's in your hands, Mr. Justice. Right. Leave it to me. Everything's gonna be just fine. Ollie, you're stuttering a lot. No, I'm not. I'm perfectly good. Paulo, I think you're only making her more nervous. Sorry. New with this, okay? That's alright. I believe in you. There's something off-putting about you. There's something about her that I don't trust. Like something feels wrong. Looks like Waki's out for questioning. Really need to talk to him. I guess we'll come back later. Also, as an attorney, shouldn't I not be there for the questioning? Hello? Do not speak without an attorney present? Hello?
Excuse me.
Yeah?
The other suspect is all through questioning, sir.
The other... Ah! You mean the panty snatcher? Leslie Stickler. So they arrested him too? I mean... Alright, let's have a little chat with Mr. Stickler. Oh, I hope I don't regret this. Valuable witness. I don't know how valuable he is. He did a lot of lying. He's a bit precious, I'll give him that. Please, keep this brief, if you would. I'm quite busy. Wrong choice of words there, my dude. Wrong choice of words. If you'd stop stealing briefs, you wouldn't be in this mess. I need to finish this paper. It's you! Mr. Stickler, we'd like to have a few words with you. Very well, as long as they're few. Nothing would make me happier, believe me. That's it, the mystery, the unanswerable riddle. Actually, they're just a normal pair of panties. Oh, what? How is this possible? It just takes practice, that's all. Then you must teach me. You must. To think, if I could produce a pencil, an eraser, a textbook, and lunch, all from a pair of panties, my life would be complete. He's serious, isn't he? I don't think... Okay, I'm gonna say it right now. I don't think you went out a lot as a kid. Your parents ever took you to a magic show? You never saw one at school? Your dad never did, like, the thumb trick? No one ever, like, did a fucking card trick to you. Fine, ignore my evidence. See if I care. I was thinking, on second thought, let's not go there. Alright, you're useless to me. Oh, you don't even want to talk about your own cell phone. Security cameras looking at me. I wonder if they tape all of this. Security guard. He used to answer here watching the room. I have no idea if he's listening to us talk. I'm not even sure he's breathing. On the night of the murder, you stole... Oh, wait. I can't help but feel that I'm being misunderstood. How, exactly? Yes, on that night I obtained a pair of panties, it's true. However, it was my burning curiosity that drove me to do it, and nothing more. Want to know the trick of my panties, right? Hey, you're here too? Oh, great Trucy, teach me. Huh? I must know the secret of your panties. My very existence hangs in the balance. Please, make me your princess. Apollo, help! Oh no, I think you'd make a great, lovely assistant. Don't say that, Apollo. Yeah, please don't. This is too creepy. Let's not make that joke here. I'd rather deck him in the face. I think that'd be more fun. Could you relate what you saw the night of the murder to us one more time? Oh, why not? Though it hardly differs from the testimony I gave in court. The defendant was there in the park that night. Of this I'm quite certain. He was pointing a pistol, or something like that, at the victim. Something like that? That's when I shouted, "Stop, you two! Let's resolve this like gentlemen!" And the next moment, a shot was fired. And this is all true? Really? My panties are gone, my innermost heart revealed. What further reason could I possibly have to lie? Can't think of anything he'd want to hide more than panty snatching, sure. Sounds like Rocky was at the scene of the crime after all. I wish it weren't so. Alright, well, fat lot of good you did me. You're helpful, truly you are. Well, Phoenix isn't here. Alright, to the clinic! Hey, it's Mr. Aldoon! Oh, Mr. Aldoon! What's wrong? Oh, you found my stand. That's why I'm here, to thank you. Actually, we came to you, this is your house. But now it's a crime scene, and they won't let me have it back. That's also why I'm here. I got no other place to go. I see. How can a noodle stand be a crime scene? That's what I don't get, truce at all. Even in death, he's after my neck, I tell ya. Bah! Can't even cook an honest noodle. He? Even in death, you mean the victim, Dr. Maractus? I tell ya, it's enough to drive a man to make his soup even saltier. Hello, baby. So far, it's going well. We've caught a panty thief. That's basically it. That's pretty much all that happened when we caught a panty thief. Remind me never to eat his noodles when he's in a bad mood. That stand, for generations, it served the very best noodles us Aldoons can make. A tradition of noodles and salty broth. It's more than a stand, it's history, I tell you. What you say or might become true. That's a great story, Mr. Aldoon. A single stand, passed down from generation to generation. Of course, to be honest, I didn't plan on doing it. That's right, you said something about that. About you rebelling against your pops, was it? Remember it, Trucidor? I was a go-getter back in my day. Till my friend next door butted in. In the end, I was left with nothing but this dusty old stand to earn my fortune. Mr. O'Doon, I don't mean to pry, but what exactly did you do before you became a chef? Bah! Little noodles lie, that's what I say. I'm starting to get an idea of what he did anyway. He stole my dreams and left me with nothing but noodles. Now I don't even have that. You were a doctor, or you wanted to be. Mr. O'Doon, if I might ask, what exactly happened between you and the Maractus Clinic? Eh? I couldn't help but sense enmity there. Enmity? I hate him! I hate it. Him acting like he smells like roses when he's rolling in mud. Excuse me? He's the only doctor at that clinic, you know? Pretty impressive, eh? I'll tell you the secret to his success. The mob. You mean the Kentucky family? They're always having one of the turf wars and whatnot. Always an injury or two that needs fixing. Maractus saw a chance for some business. So we started giving the Kentucky family a good deal. A deal? Every fifth operation for free. He stole the idea from my pops. One free bowl of noodles a week, he used to say. Can a doctor just decide to do that? What about the insurance companies? Oh, no doubt it's illegal. But it might have been good with the family. Pretty soon he was getting all the business in town, leaving me here in the dark. To my neck in soup and noodles. I think I figured out Mr. Eldoon's former occupation. Can't hurt to ask, Apollo. Can't hurt to ask, Apollo. That's a much better take. I like that one better. Mr. Eldoon, or should I say, Dr. Eldoon. Figured it out, did ya? That's right. I was a doctor, a surgeon, until the year before last. So, Mr. Maractus was your rival? You like those onions they put in the soup broth? Yeah, kinda. You take a spoon, you drink some broth. Those onions will find their way in there. People who like them, why, that's just fine. People who hate them. I hate onions! Hate them! I always sneak it in from the side, getting in the way of a good tasting spoonful. Oh, that's what he was. An onion! Onion boy, that's what I called him. Oh, you weren't exactly friends. Ha! Me and pal Maractus. Ever since preschool, we were getting in each other's face. No matter what I did, sure enough, he'd come following along. And he'd do it better than me. Just blow right past without so much as a howdy. I see. That's right. I was a surgeon long before he was, you know? And that no-good onion boy comes along. Well, Tracy, looks like we found ourselves a new suspect. Don't say that. Thanks to him, I was forced to trade in my scalpel for a ladle. Sorry, pal. I didn't mean to weigh you down with an old man's ramblings. No, it's fine. By way of apology, you ever get yourself in a spot of trouble, you drop by. Huh? You're investigating Maractus, aren't you? Yes. Well, you want to know about a doctor? You ask a doctor. You just think of me if you need something, Trucidor. Right. Thanks, Mr. Eldoon. I guess the time spent listening to him complain wasn't entirely wasted. I don't think any time is ever wasted when I get to do that voice. It's fun. Wait, my hair's just a little flat. There, perfect. Well, we've got to check out this clinic, that's for sure. Yeah, but what about the guard? No harm in asking. Excuse me?
Hey, it's you two from yesterday.
That's the same officer that was standing up by the park yesterday.
Your business is over in the park, isn't it? Clinic's off limits. It's not involved.
But
what part of off limits do you not understand?
The part that it's off limits. Cause that's stupid. Fuck you, let me through.
The only proof that the clinic is connected to the incident in the park or be...
The guy who works here is dead. And his work may be part of why he's dead. No harm in asking. No gain either. Point in sticking around here, I guess. Let's sneak in. Screw asking. Let's just sneak in. Who gives a shit? Like we're in the garage. I'm sure we can. Sure, there's a way in from here. That or we can bust down a wall. Either one works. Hi, Plum. We have your underwear. Would you like it back, or are we just gonna hold on to it for a while? Thanks. She's back. Hey, you two. Over here. Us? Yo, little Plum? What's up? I think all this gangsteries is a negative influence on Trucy. She's only 15. Think. Yeah. I heard you retrieved my bloomers. Well, I'm... Bah, a man speaks clearly and takes credit where it's due. You caught the thief, didn't you? Yes! Sorry, I caught him! You're cute when you're nervous, Polly. I'll deal with you later. Oh, but enough about bloomers. What about my son, Walkie? Walkie? Well, he's, clearly. Yes, ma'am. Oh, this is why I was kind of hoping we could avoid coming back here. He's really everything you'd expect in a boss's son. I'm going to be a gangster dude. Oh, the life does have an appeal for that age. Oh, particularly for boys. But don't look at me like that. Well, he was shot in a turf war about half a year ago. Yes, we heard the story from Walkie. Oh, but he didn't tell you the whole story. You know, even if he had a pistol, then he couldn't have shot anyone. What? He acts like it's hard, but he couldn't shoot someone to save his life. I should know. I'm his mom. Her words do have a certain weight to them. Hopefully, when this is all taken care of, he and the boss can sort out their differences. Boss? You mean Walkie's father? They didn't seem to be on best terms, did they? It's true. One of our pistols is missing. But the murder weapon was from this mansion. We kind of figured, given the difficulty of obtaining a gun these days, this is definitely not in America. Oh, none of the rank and file have access. Only the boss, myself, and Walkie could have taken it. I see. Okay. Hey, I know who the murderer is. I know who the murderer is. I'm pretty sure I know who the murderer is. I'm like, 75% sure. Call it that. To be fair, that's kind of what I fucking called when we first met this woman. I can see it in her eyes. Look into her eyes. Murderer, they call out. Murderer! Sure of it. I'm sure the corpse will continue tromping all over the mansion because of this case. And maybe this is a sign that it's time for a change. She doesn't seem too concerned, at least. Have you ever seen someone so vile, so evil, so full of murderous intent and a cold-blooded heart? Such a lack of empathy behind those eyes. What cruelty lies in that heart of yours, Alita? Hi, Swift. Alita Tiala. Yeah, Walkie's fiancé. Oh, they're getting married next month, correct? I suppose. Well, she's been staying over lately. Oh, she has she? Oh, I'm gonna say that there's a high chance that Walkie told her where the gun is. Walkie showed her where the gun is. Now the question is, why? what if... This is kind of fucked up, but it's my first thought. It's my first instinct, right? Okay. Theory craft. What if she killed... She wanted to kill Maractus. Knowing that motherfucking Walkie was going to die because the fucking bullets are inching ever closer to his heart, like Tony Stark and the fucking shrapnel. Anyways, knowing that he was going to die of that in a couple of months. Hold on, how long does it have? Urgent exam needed, metallic object. Okay, we don't know how long. Not long, couple of months. So, but she wants to marry Walkie before he dies, which is why she wants to get married next month, as soon as possible. But that's what's like, oh shit, he's being arrested. Damn it, this wasn't in the plans. Fuck, I need to make sure that he gets off, and that he doesn't go to jail because I need to get married to him. So she gets married. The only person who knows about his problem and the fact that he's going to die is now dead. So he dies in a couple months after they're married. She is married, and oh no, the one and only heir to the Kitaki family is dead. But he did get married, so technically, I guess, and she's part of the family. Oh, I guess that she's the quote-unquote heir now to the family of the Kitakis. Which means that she is now the one solely in charge of the Kitaki family fortune after the parents die. But, you know, that comes later. How'd you guess? Even I could tell that. Could you tell us more about her? Oh, Walkie brought her home one day. Says he wants to tie the knots. I can see why. She's so pretty. Oh, she's pretty enough, but, you know... No, it's probably just me being suspicious. I stay in this business too long. I start to only see darkness in people. You get a nose for it. A nose for people, a nose for trouble. I wonder what the problem is. But anyway, so that's my theory. That's the theory. I'm sticking to it until it's proven wrong. It's like a gangster's only version of female intuition. Well, the boss may act tough, but that boy means the world to him. But Walkie seems, well, yeah, seems like he's against his father's position. Oh, it's to be expected. We're in a bit of a transition now. Yeah, me too. Trying to cut our ties to the shadier side of the streets and do more on the up and up. Well, Walkie isn't too enthusiastic about the change, that's true. But why the change? Is the gangster thing just not paying the bills? Oh, it pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. I see. Something must be up. Oh, he'll see things the way the boss sees them, or someday. Oh good, the old lady's still trying to get in. Isn't that just lovely? Haven't you been at this for a while? Looks like that old lady's at it again. Look, I told you yesterday the park is off limits. And I told you yesterday this is how I go home! Okay, you want me to go around? How about give me $5? Like yesterday. Now the con artist strikes again. Get him, old lady. Fleece him for all he's got. Look at him popping that booty out. The police officer on guard by the gate is yawning. He knows me staring and snapped his mouth shut. Too late, Mr. Officer. I saw you. Emma. Emma's not here. I don't know why she would be, but... Poor Mr. Aldoon. His stand's been standing here since the whole thing started. It almost looks at home here in the park now. I think it should be made into a playhouse for children. I think its owner would disagree. Ow! Thank you for the hydrate, Maya. How you doing? Oh, thank you for the posture check. Hit me with that posture check whenever you want to. I need to stretch my neck. I've had a stiff neck since Monday morning. Oh, it's been bugging me. Oh, it's been bugging me to hell and back. How you doing? Back's been not great. This is just the week of. That's just the week of. Just I don't know what to call that area. Just the back of the just back pain. Sure, why not? Everyone gets pain. You get pain. You get some muscle pain. The end. I don't know. I lost the train of thought. Ray's forced to look at the ground now, day in and day out. It's kind of sad. Back's been killing you for 8 years, especially so this week. Okay, maybe this really is a weird week for everyone. What's going on? I'm so sorry to all of us. Is it the rain? Is it you, weather? I'm trying to scream at God himself. I see you up there, you bastard. It was Mr. Stickler who had Little Plum's bloomers in there, huh? That's right, Trucy. And what a web of lies grew from that one little act. I can still remember that moment. You brandished those bloomers on high and shouted, "Objection!" Here's what I want you to do, Trucy. Take that memory, gently lock it away deep in your heart, and never speak of it. Is there anything else even remotely useful here? Blue plastic tarps cover the ground around the stand. They apparently pinned her to preserve the crime scene. Alright, nope, not helpful. The knife is sticking straight to the ground. Remember what Wesley Stickler said in the trial today? Walkie was very likely pointing this at the victim. Like he wanted to kill him. Yeah, that's the problem. But here's the thing! Here's the thing! Here's the thing! He didn't kill him, so who cares? A little bit of a... Yay, maybe some intimidation. Motherfucker can't like, sue him or anything. He's already dead. Someone else killed him. Can you be arrested and put in prison for intimidation for a person who's already dead? At this point, like... At least it wouldn't be the death penalty. Benches line the river running through the park. A little urban oasis. I have children coming to splash around in the water. What do you mean you can get a forged anvil for under $300? What the fuck? Do you have space for that? Are you getting into blacksmithing? Sounds cool. That does sound cool. I can pretend to blacksmith with 3D printing. You live on a farm? Oh, you absolutely have space. Have fun being a blacksmith. They could listen to the water and pretend they were playing. You ever read a line and then you're like, no, I read that wrong, even if you read it in your own head? It's like, you're not even just out loud. Somebody just read something in your head. It's like, hold on, now that I've read the whole sentence, let me do it again. About these. Hey, my bloomers. Thanks for that. I owe you one. I thought you might like them back, so... Oh, no. Oh, why don't you keep them as a souvenir? Oh, no. I couldn't, really. I can use those in my Magic Panties act. I'll pull shivs and pieces and godfathers out of them. Oh, great. Now your pops are going from bland to dangerous. So what do you know about this? No, I feel like that's important. So this pot pistol belongs to the Kentucky family. Is that correct? Oh, it's one of the pieces we keep around. Or that is, we used to keep around. They're all gone now. Oh? Police came yesterday and took everything. Everything but my broom. I love your broom, ma'am. Don't you think you should have given them that too? No, she can keep that. Let her keep the broom. Oh, that's unfortunate. Are you kidding? I can't clean up very well without a broom. What do you know about this? Can you tell me if this knife belongs to Walkie? Oh, that's his knife, all right. I bought it for him for his birthday. Wow, that's a pretty hardcore present. Alright, look. Several years ago, my grandfather gave me and my brothers big ol' like hunting knives for Christmas or something. I don't think I brought it with me. I don't think I have it anymore. It was kind of cool. Not gonna lie. To be fair, this was back before I was out. Anyways, moving on. Don't have it anymore, but boy, was it! It was straight up a hunting knife. It was big. It was cool. Never used it for fucking anything. Obviously, I don't go hunting. Dad was a hunter. As a former woodworker, a good knife is handy to have. I used to have. I might still have it. I might still have my pocket knife from my Boy Scout days, and that's about it. Actually, I might still have that knife. I have a couple boxes that I haven't opened in a couple of years that very well might contain that knife, and I just don't know it. That'll be interesting to find one day. Oh, I remember him falling asleep with it clutched in his arms. Oh, I remember, there's the voice. Oh, I know the feeling. I bet he was just as happy as I was with my plastic spaghetti. Up with your plastic spaghetti? This is the mirror we found. From the hit and run, huh? It's funny how it all ties together like this. You chase after a hit and run and end up walking as attorney. Of course, you'll find the real killer soon, won't you? Talking about interesting things to talk to you about. Right, let's move on then. Let's see if we can go find Phoenix. Phoenix! Are you here now? Are you awake? No? You're still hiding? Get out here, you bitch. I need to talk to you. Yo, the thing that really makes me want to do some woodworking is watching Adam Savage on YouTube. But I'm like, I don't have space for any of this shit. I live in an apartment. If everything that Panic Snatcher said was true, it doesn't put Walkie in a very good position, does it? He was at the scene of the crime, that's pretty clear. There's gotta be a different angle on this. Well, let's get investigating. No time like the present. So, any leads? The Dusty Lumber Yard? I'll maybe check them out if I remember to later. One moment. Shazam! Alakazam! Whoa! Heavens came falling out of nowhere. Ta-da! That's all. Wait. Real neat. Wait, hold on. Can I... Is it possible to use the fingerprint duster on this? Since you showed both of them? Or were you just picking a couple of things? Let me use this. I know there are no clues here. Let me use it. So I want to know if maybe someone else touched it. Curse you, you bastard. I guess I need to find fingerprints. Like these that we know belong to Walkie. I feel like this is actually evidence that's good for our client. Once again, this is very good evidence for our client. It shows that, I mean, he had a knife. Yes, he was there. Yes. But that also means that his fingerprints were there. He didn't wipe them off. And he wasn't holding a gun. In the Discord? Cool. Oh, don't point that thing at me. Oh, Maya also put the anvil in the forge. My Discord. 66-pound cast steel anvil for fucking $150. I feel like that's good. Oh, that's a cute little forge. That's cool. I like that. It's actually also very small. Very usable. I like it. Itty bitty. Don't worry, I can handle myself around guns. Magic guns, at least. Are the ones that pigeons come out of. Yeah, it's good for really small stuff. Like a knife. You can make your own shiv. Ones that pigeons come out of. Very reassuring. Feel like you'll mostly make other tools. Also there. You there! Let me in! Let me in! Damn you. This car belongs to someone at the Maractus Clinic, and it hit Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright sprained his ankle, and the car lost his side view mirror. This car versus Mr. Wright. Not quite the match of the century, and somehow Mr. Wright came out on top. Look, it's a folding ladder. Holly, that's called a step ladder. Come on. A step ladder? How is it different from... Oh, we already did this. It's much more complex than a piece of machinery. It's like two ladders stuck together. You meant that basically it's a ladder, right? Wait, huh? You have to look past the form, at the essence of the thing. Kitty, skeleton, a tire that could have come out of Trushi's magic panties. What have we not done? Where have we not gone? Hey, what do you know about this? Here, what do you know about this? What do you know about this? Sorry, I meant this. Address, honey! When are you bringing my stand home? I'm ready. Can't you see I'm ready? Yes. Until that stand's back home, this case is not closed. Do you hear me? I think I'll avoid talking about a stand in the future. I'm at a loss. I still think it's just that it looks better that way. Was this always there? Tell me, how does it work? Apollo, don't you know she never asked the magician to explain a trick? I mean, you're hardly better than Mr. Stickler. Hey, I object to being placed in the same category as that panty snatcher. Enjoy the mystery. Yeah, the mystery. I felt like I bit my tongue. That's the way to appreciate magic. Thank you. I was actually trying to see what this package was, but okay. Ho hum, ho hum. I don't think presenting you any evidence is gonna help. I wanna go talk to Stickler again. Oh wait, no, we can try and go talk to Waki, see if he's available. I was hoping to meet with my client.
Walkie-talkie's just finished questioning. I'll bring him out.
Great, finally. Yo, sup, my little imposter? Hey, what did you call me? Damn, it's you? Sorry, G. Thought you were the leader. My little imposter sure is a strange nickname. Someone must really love the video game Among Us despite the fact that it doesn't come out for several more years. For like over a decade. It's a Clank thing. You wouldn't understand. You met Alita in jail. See you later, Maya. Thanks for the lurk. Thanks for hanging out. You met Alita in jail. I knew she was a criminal. Did I say imposter? I mean poster, like poster girl, right? If you're going to drop part of that, why not just drop poster and just call her girl? Because she's so much more than that, G. She's like an angel. A fallen angel. So, what could I do you for? You don't look so chipper today, Walkie. Worried about your, heart condition, maybe? That was the wackest thing of all. All those G's lining up, taking eye exams and all that. Better to die young than fade away, bizarre! The relief to hear. Eh? What relief? Or, did your father not tell you? That bully you carry so close to your heart. It was attended to immediately. Hi, Lady Devar. Hope you're doing well. We found a painting thief. It could kill you. Man, I ain't trying to hear that. A man fights to protect what's valuable to him. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I miss my fallen angel. Hey, you go get a lawyer for me. You're my lawyer, aren't you? Lawyer, not gopher. Oh, I hear to be married next month? Straight up. We pulled the Nuptial 40 out on the stoop. Alita. Oh, Snapple Cakes. She's so flat. Point? Font? Sir, I'm starting to not be able to understand what you're saying anymore. I think he's smitten with her in his own weird way. I was wondering, how did you two meet? I asked Tiala, but she was very vague. Huh? Well, man, if she wouldn't tell you, I best hold my tongue, you feel me? What? And what's past is past. She knows that. When I'm with Alita, I feel like there's things worth protecting out there. You feel me? My Alita, she's down with that all the way. So both of them are mum about their past. Four-eyed. Oh. Four-eyed. Four-eyed. There are so many ways it could go, and I'm just like, none of these make sense. Tell us what happened with you and Pal Maractus. There's something you should know. We Katakas, I have what you call a feud with the Rivalis family. So, about 6 months back, I go into Rivalis turf, packing a knife, right? And you were shot? Oldest thing I ever seen. One shot to the heart, but my homies weren't too late. It's a miracle that I lived. That's already considered one of the 7 wonders of the Kataki family, you know that? The ribs. Your ribs protected you. That's what they're there for. I don't know if you know how biology works, but very specifically, your ribs are there to protect you from things like bullets. So, you were taken to the Maractus clinic then? You should have seen their faces when they wheeled me in. You can't just let the boss's son die, you know? You know, are they not? To some degree, they have to be. Mr. Kataki's scary enough when he's not angry. But the bullet that hit you, it was never removed? And it's still threatening. Oh, what? Wrong person. And it's still threatening his life. That doctor, he did it on purpose. Rivalis paid him off, I'm sure of it. I need to hear more about the night of the murder. That much is clear. Love in the family is a G thing. It's about being a man. Know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm not up on my G things. I'm not even sure what a G thing is. Oh man, he's gone soft. He says the old rival gang days are over. He just wants to make money. Isn't that a good thing? Man, there ain't no soul in making money. Better to live fast and die young. Faux shizzle. Please stop talking like that. Wait till I run the yard, and everyone will know what time it is. That's right, OG time, all the time. Represent. Apollo, why does he keep talking about old guys? I don't think that's what OG means, Juicy. About these weapons, the pistol and knife. Oh, they belong to the family. I snuck them out that night. So the killer, Mr. Stickler, says he saw that night was... I guess it was me. I was there, after all. Gah, we're finished. Yo, Wonky. Do you think you could tell us exactly what happened that night? Yeah, you don't beat around the bush, do you? I like your style, shorty. Actually, there's a question I've been wanting to ask you for a while now. That is, did you do it? Did you shoot him? I don't know. Huh? The day of that checkup, when I found out about the bullet by my heart, I borrowed a gun from the family stash. Better give that doctor a taste of his own bad medicine. Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going. But you were carrying a knife, weren't you? A lead? Yeah, well, we can't be too careful, I say. So I'm on my way to the clinic, right? When I run into him in the park, and he's dragging this noodle stand behind him. Wait, you didn't put him up to that? Like, you know, in the movies? If you value your life, you'll bring the stand. Shorty, you're more whack than I am. That's saying something. No, serious. It's okay, Trudy. It's okay, Trudy. Shh. It's okay, we love you. You're doing great, sweetie. The next thing is, I don't remember what happened next all too well. You don't remember? But the way I see it, if there wasn't anyone else there that night, and I guess it probably was me who did him in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, whatever. He seems preoccupied. I'm not sure he even looked at my evidence. Alita, man, Alita! Alright, fine. Fuck, shit, damn it. What do you know about this? What do you know about this? You already talked about him. What do you know about your mom's underwear? You know what? I'm kind of glad that you didn't have a response to that. You stopped being useful. Alita! Alita, are you here? Where did she go? You played through this case on the original version a few days ago. Seeing the hand-drawn versions of these character portraits is bizarre. Wait, what do you mean? What's the difference? Oh. Phoenix, please help. You're not here, Mr. Wright. Curse you, Papa Wright. Alina, are you here with the Katakis? Look at that crowd over by the park. On the DS, there's sprites? Interesting. Probably people trying to get a glimpse of the crime scene. But why are those girls screaming? I think I just heard one say, "Oh my god, it's him!" Wait, that motorcycle. Oh no. Oh, if it isn't her forehead! Prosecutor Gavin? Some funds found me on my way out. Just my luck. Oh my god, he's so cool! Oh, that's the streams. A new album just came out, you know. Let's try waving to them, beloved. Oh, he's so cute! Oh, they're so excited. It doesn't matter who waves to them, see? Oh, this is surreal. So you were here investigating? And I was on my way home. Oh, and my hog gave up the ghost. Your hog? My motorcycle won't start. The clogged exhaust pipe. Check it for panties. It's more likely than you think. Too bad. It looks like there's such a nice bike, too. Hard to believe that it could break just from that.
Ugh, it's my fault. I think I was using the wrong oil. Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Plug the exhaust and they won't run.
Okay. This doesn't tell us anything new. We already knew that the car was damaged before he ran into the Maractus garage.
Ugh, machines. Tell me you shall my angster forehead.
I ride a bicycle, actually. I'm environmentally conscious, and also I like the exercise. I say as someone who can't really.
In any event, I'm off to the shop to get her fixed. The detective in charge of the scene isn't fond of me in any case.
You mean the one in the lab coat?
Ja, she's in a foul mood too. Be gentle. Auf Wiedersehen, baby!
Oh my god, there he goes! And off he goes. And the forecast for the park today? Gloomy skies. Well, nothing to do but head on in. Let's hit the park, Apollo. Emma, my friend! Buddy! Pal. Huh? Does something about the scene look different to you? Oh, the tarps are gone. Maybe that's it? Yeah, I think you're right. Look over there! The white frock detective from yesterday. She seems to be apologizing reverently to the trash can. She's under a lot of stress. Investigation's probably not going so well. Hey, you there! If you're going to talk about someone behind their back, do it more quietly, please. Oh, Detective Sky! Hello! You seem as gloomy as ever. Oh, this is miserable. Miserable! I just got new stuff, and I can't get this stuff to work. A new kit, and I can't get this stuff to work. Everyone's all smiles for that glimmerous fop. Glimmerous? Does she mean Prosecutor Gavin? More to the point, doesn't she mean glamorous? Oh, when he walks his shiny chains, catch the sun and glimmer in my eyes. That's distracting. Speaking of distracting, I guess I just have to accept the fact that I lack talent. Sounds like she's trying out some sort of new forensics technique. Wait, hold on, before that, I want to take a look over here. The tarps that were here yesterday are gone. I wonder why Detective Sky put them out. Yeah, the only thing they're recovering is the ground. Oh! You know, I think I see something there. A print! Print? Yeah, okay. So, I remember we don't have them anymore, but the slippers from before were from the Maractus Clinic. They had paint on them, and they had an outline of or silhouette of a leaf on them, but there's no yellow paint here. Also, we can now see that the cart definitely came this way, which makes sense considering it'd be going from here at the clinic to the park. Let's talk to Sky. Detective Sky, you know Mr. Wright, correct? How do you know my daddy? I want details! Well, he helped me out a long time ago. You might say he saved me. Wasn't she saying something about getting involved in an incident? I can't stand it when things are vague, especially in a case. I went to study to become a forensic scientist in Europe. But you're a detective now? Well, I failed the test. But, you know, rank and title don't matter. What matters is what's inside your heart. I've always thought that too. And my heart is full of science. Oh, that's why I bought this kit through mail order. I'm going to test it here before the forensics team arrives. Are you sure that's okay? I won't lie, I'm not fond of the man. Those glamorous types always rub me the wrong way. Glamorous. Right. A prosecutor should be cool of wit and furrowed of brow. Like Miles Edgeworth. Less glamorous and more simmerous, you know? No, actually, I don't. Well, that and what happened 7 years ago. Prosecutor Gavin was the one who stripped Mr. Wright of his attorney's badge. Excuse me? He done did what now? Wait, when he was only 17? When Gavin was 17, and Phoenix was 25, no, 26, Gavin stripped him of his badge? What? Really? He was the one? Wait, what do you mean he was a prosecutor at 17? Hold on, this still feels like an important question. You mean you didn't know? I thought you were one of his boys. I'm neither a boy nor one of his. Well, let's see what she has to say. Oh, well, congratulations, Apollo. I'm sure it took a lot of bravery to come out like that. What exactly happened 7 years ago? I never actually heard the details. Then investigate. It's better you learn it for yourself, anyways. I'm not a detective. I'm a lawyer. Do you mind me asking exactly what it is you've been doing? Squatting down on the ground like that? Oh, you want to know, do you? Well, I splurged on a new toy. You splurged? You mean it wasn't police issue? What is it? I see a roller and glue? This is a footprint analysis kit. Footprint... It was raining on the night of the murder, which means that footprints were left. Oh, does that have anything to do with those blue tarps? Right. The ground was muddy, so I had to protect it as it was that night. Ever want to know exactly where someone was standing? Like your penny-snatching student witness, for instance? Uh-huh. So with that kit... Right. Right. What? Want to try this stuff out? Huh? Are you sure? I mean, we're sort of on opposing teams and all. Oh, pshaw. You're friends. And to tell the truth, I'm not so good at doing this. I guess I'm a little clumsy. I could use your help. Also, we should all be on the same team. The team of truth and justice and doing the right thing. And finding the true perpetrator and stuff like that. Ooh, I'm good at stuff like this. I used to make magic bunnies out of paper mache. Footprint analysis, huh? Well, should I give it a go? Alright, I'll give it a go. That's the spirit. Right, allow me to explain. One moment. He's reading the instructions for a kid. Why this does not fill me with confidence. As we learned from every other Ace Attorney game, well, that's not how this works. Yeah, I know. First, we have to pick the footprint, or in this case, shoe print we want to analyze. I've taken the liberty of marking all the shoe prints in the park. Well, what shoe print should we start with? If we're going to verify the defendant's account, here's the place to start. Wait. Hold on. Oh, this is so exciting. No, hold on. No, I want to look at that again. Because I was very curious about where the footprints and their locations. Because something seems weird. Right, here goes. First, pour the plaster into the print until it's full. You try it. How am I supposed to do that? Just press A where you want to pour the plaster. Like this. That doesn't look too hard. If you run out of plaster in your beaker before you're done, you have to start over. Not bad. You're handier with that than you look. What's that supposed to mean? On to the next step. Dry the plaster until it turns white. Right. Just press A to blast it with that dryer. There. Give it a shot. Try faster. Looks like it's hearted nicely. Let's take a look. Yes, that's a good one. Next, the ink. Ready for the next step? Use the roller to ink just the shoe print part. Hold on to that roller tight now with A and roll it up and down. Keep going until you get enough ink on there for a good print. Right, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here goes. The second Miles Edgeworth game actually confirms that detectives aren't allowed to help defense attorneys. No, I feel like that's the thing that Gumshoe said at one point too. Speaking of Gumshoe, where is our boy Gumshoe? I want our boy Gumshoe. I love you, Emma Sky. You're fantastic. I love you. I also want Himbo Gumshoe. And again, there's gum on your shoe, my dude. I feel like this is a pretty easy comparison to make. The shoe prints belong to Wakikitaki after all. He was in the park on the night of the crime, a thing we already knew. Wow, I can almost see the science at work. Don't you love it? Nothing feels better. He's definitely way more into this than I am. I'm actually really into this. So let me know if you want to do some more. I'll be here solving the case. With science! Oh, that's certainly brightened your mood. Mind if we give it another go? Right on. Leave no print unanalyzed, I'd say. Okay. So here's our questions. This is Stickler. This makes sense that he's here. But the way that it was always laid out was that, oh, this just proves that he was walking this way. It wasn't, not that he was standing there. But where's the shoe print for Maractus? Shouldn't it be right here? He was found dead in this spot. I guess it doesn't necessarily mean that there's always going to be a footprint, but... Questions. I feel like I don't really need to ink this one. It looks pretty simple. I'm gonna be real. They make a joke about it because Miles has to work with the defense attorney to do a case. He asks Gumshoe to work with the prosecutor and share the info with him. Leave it to me. I'm really good at leaking investigative reports to the defense attorney. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, poor Gumshoe. We love him. There it is. There's the leaf. Huh. That's a funny shoe print. Is that even a shoe? It is strange. So smooth. Except for the part with the leaf. I can say without even looking that this print doesn't match any prints on our list. Mr. No. I know what it belongs to! I know what it belongs to! Ah! I believe you're beginning to appreciate the wonder that is forensic science. I do love it. It's fantastic. Give me more of it. Wow, I wonder who this one belongs to. No! I'm not entirely surprised that we don't see him in this one. I'm kind of sad that we don't see him in Duel of Destinies. We'll get him, but that doesn't mean he's in this trilogy, so we will see him again. Don't worry, Gumshoe. We'll save you from whatever hell you've been trapped in. Once again, I don't think we really need to print in this one. It's pretty obvious That stickler wears heels. You know, I can't be too sure. Well, this seems pretty simple. So these shoe prints belong to Wesley Stickler. This confirms his testimony. The final version of it, at least. Now we know where the panty snatcher was standing. It is far too smooth to be a regular shoe. It is a shoe print of some kind, though, that's certain. Still, you'd have to wonder what it's doing here. It's right next to the Dude's noodle stand. It does make one wonder. Hey, you. Yeah? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? You would happen to have something in mind? Something that might have left this mystery shoe print? It does, but we're not holding it at the moment. Sorry, no idea. I'm familiar about that smooth yes, I know. It's almost slippery. Thanks for giving me the answer, Trucy. I already know what it is. I just need to go grab it. Give me one moment. Hold on. Pause. Don't go anywhere. Stay right here. I love you. You're great. Stay here. Maybe they're connected. Let's pick them up. Oh, good. We finally have everything. We finally hold on to both of them. Thank goodness. We're not just carrying only one. So once again, the Maractus Clinic. It matches that spot right there. But the fact that we don't see any paint. Oh, stepped on the other shoe. Probably stepped on the leaf and then walked into the paint. You know, I think I have our culprit right here. Take that! Well, I think it's these slippers, actually. Slippers? Well, what slippers are we doing out here? Well, look at the bottom, see? It's covered with paint. Except for, see, right here? Hey, that spot is shaped like a leaf. What if a leaf was stuck on the bottom and came off when the slipper stepped in paint? Makes sense, doesn't it? Oh wait, something's written on them. The Maractus Clinic. Exactly, the victim's clinic. We need to see who's staying at that clinic. Wait, that means that someone from the clinic was involved? Why is she just standing there eating? Detective Sky, I have a favor to ask. What? Can you get us access into the Maractus Clinic? The police won't let us in. They say the murder and the clinic are not connected. And it's off limits until we prove they are. I should be able to do something for you, yes. Really? Well, you did my work for me here with the shoe prints. Seems like I should return the favor. Thank you, Detective Sky. Here, show this to the police officer on duty. Allow clinic access to this magician and attorney in Prosecutor Gavin's name. Well, we can't just be attorney and assistant? No? You know what? I feel like that's fair. Trudy's her own person. She gets her own title.
Ah, you two again. When, oh when will you learn? Look at me however you want, you're not getting in today.
I wouldn't be so sure if I were you. Look what we have.
What's this? Detective Sky? Today was Prosecutor Gavin, today it's Detective Sky. Who are you two? Really?
Oh, now he's suspicious again.
Well, you got the orders. I gotta let you in. Have fun.
Thanks, Mr. Officer. Let's hit it, Apollo. kind of an at-home sort of place, isn't it? This place has a connection to the murder in the park. I'm sure of it. The police guy out front wasn't so sure. Beyond it being where the victim lived, looks like the police team's gone home for the day. There might be some clues lying around. Let's get cracking, Apollo. Well, for starters, there's a pair of high heels here and a missing pair of slippers. Could be the slippers for patients at the clinic. The same as the pair we found, of course. Look, a single pair is missing from the rack here, too. And ours had paint on the bottoms, which means they were taken out of here on the night of the murder. Right. The paint's from the hit and run, after all. What were a pair of clinic slippers doing in the trash can? What were they doing at the scene of the hit and run? There's a single pair of sandals here. Oh wait, but why are there sandals here? Unless it belonged to one of the patients. Or maybe it's a visitor that's come to see Dr. Maractus? I think they use his house instead of the clinic entrance in that case. And this patient or visitor isn't still here. Why did they leave without their shoes? Take a closer look at these, just in case. Based on the coloration of those shoes, I'm gonna say that they belong to Alita. Hello, we have a footprint. Hey, Apollo, do you think this is... This could be a toe print. Someone has really dirty feet. Maybe we can get a print off of this. Let's try it out. Very important to always wash your feet when you take a shower or bath. Not just one foot, both feet. What are they? There we go, we have a toe print! Hey, it worked! It looks like a big toe, maybe? Wait, I mean, it's great that we got the print, but is there such a thing as a list of toe prints? Oh, good point. If there is, Detective Sky didn't give it to us, which means we can't match this print. It seems like a good time to ask a detective's advice. Yeah, good idea. I have a better idea. Oh. This is traditional Japanese snack food. Sweet and deep fried, and is made primarily of flour, yeast, and brown sugar. Ooh, now I'm hungry. Why would there be a finger? Oh, you mean a toe print? Good call, Apollo. I think we can analyze it just like a regular print. This could be a vital piece of evidence. Oh my goodness, it matches the toe print in the other shoe. That was also very dirty. What was next? We have to match the print, right? Right, let's match it. Oh wait, the detective didn't give us a list of toe prints, Apollo. Oh, good point. Maybe we should ask her, get some expert advice? I'm not sure she really qualifies in that. Big toe print. Hold on. Big toe. Big toe print. They both have it. Police detective and forensic scientist Emma Sky constantly eats cutting toe on duty. Snack was localized as chocolate flavored snackaroos. Yum yum. Look at these bowls. They're from Eldon's Noodles. That's Mr. Salty. Then I think we figured something out. I think we have. Mr. Aldoon must do takeout. Not exactly what I was thinking. All the bowls have been washed clean. I think we found our first clue, Trucy. Clinic reception desk. No one's here, of course. Small sign on the counter. Please pay your bill. Remember, we're the ones holding the scalpel. Brutal, but effective. Look, this door says doctor's office. Think this is the victim's private office? It's not locked. Too bad. Why too bad? I like opening locks. It's kind of a hobby of mine. Like those little bike locks? Don't even bother putting them on when I'm around. It's probably not a hobby you want to tell too many people about. Ah! Apollo! That sound! It came from behind this door! Someone's in there. Oh, let's check it out, Trucy. Break-in! Probably left through that window. Wait, Apollo, you're too late to catch them now. That must be your experience as a panty snatcher chaser. That must be your experience as a panty snatcher chaser talking. Oh, we should tell the police. We should tell the police. Let's check the room out first, Apollo. If we call the police now, we'll lose our chance. You're right. She's better than us than I am. Well, one thing's for certain. This clinic and our murder case are looking pretty related now. What is this on the floor? Hello? Kind of an expensive-looking lamp, isn't it? Hey, the bulb's broken. Broken? Was it being burned out? No, our cat burglar must have dropped it. But why is it standing up on the floor like that, then? Hey, look at the cord. Huh? There's a red splotch on part of the cord. You think that's blood? It's a little bright for blood. Almost pinkish. This isn't Danganronpa. The blood here is not pink. Something's definitely odd about this lamp, that's for sure. Let's go take a look at it. The bulb is broken. It won't turn on. Oh, how is it broken? Don't touch that. You'll cut yourself. Yeah, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, my finger. You're bleeding! Oh, let me see that. Wait. Magic blood! Gotcha! Please don't do that again. Because one of these days you're going to do that, and I'm going to be like, ha ha, well, very funny, and come on, Trucy, and you're going to be like, no, it's real. I'm like, yeah, fool me once, blah, 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 we've done this before. And you're like, no, really? Blah, blah, blah. I have enough to worry about without my coworkers injuring themselves on the evidence. Is that lipstick? Hello? Who out here kissing electrical cords? I mean, look, I know that robot fuckers are a thing. But like, this thing ain't even sentient. Gotta wonder what left that stain. Wait, I know. Maybe it was left there by a red marker. Like, they were trying to write down their name and slipped. Why would anyone write their name on a lamp cord? I used to write my name on my magic ropes. I don't understand why there'd be a lipstick stain here, but I'm gonna call it a lipstick stain for now. Books and papers are scattered around the room. Wow, what a mess! This is worse than Daddy's room. The burglar must have left in a hurry. The cup on the desk here is laying on its side. Huh? The juice that spilled out of that cup. It's dry. So the messy one was in our burglar just now. One knocked this cup over a while ago and left it. My plan has seen better days. Ugh. Doesn't make sense either. What doesn't? Normally burglars are looking for valuables, right? That's true. That's what I would do if I were a burglar. So I look under a potted plant. Maybe they were looking for the key to the safe? I've heard of people putting their house keys under the plants, but the key to a safe? Or maybe the burglar was looking for the house keys. This is getting nowhere fast. I don't like all these jars that I just now noticed. Weird about it. Whoa! What are those? Walls covered with beakers. Something's moving inside that one. You look, Apollo. Hey, look yourself. You can't. Oh. It's a goldfish. Wow, they're all fish. So many kinds. Whoever designed this had a sick sense of humor. Hi, Beans. Thank you for the gift sub to Swift. I appreciate it. Thank you. What a cute little safe. Looks like a 4-digit lock. And to Lady DeBar. Oh my goodness, thank you. Waiting to see if I'm about to get fucking hit again. No, we're good? We're good, I'm okay. Looks like a 4-digit lock. Someone's already entered in 2 numbers, Apollo. 7, 9... Wait, do you think the burglar just now was trying to open it? I wonder what's inside the safe. Is there any way we can figure out the last 2 numbers? Fingerprints! Fingerprints! Dust for... Ow, thank you for the junk mail. I got hit in the face. Dust for fingerprints! Dust for fingerprints! Well, we know the first 2 are 7 and 9. Maybe there's something in the court record? Something that can help us figure out the last 2 numbers. I got just the thing! Cause I'm a genius! I'm a genius! I'm a genius! All I have to know is what buttons have been pressed. We can use this to find out what the next 2 numbers are. Boop. Is it booby? Please let it be booby. When you press the buttons, you have to touch them. With your finger, right? It will leave a print. When you open a safe, you don't press any other buttons but the right ones, right? So, if we can find the buttons with the fingerprints, we'll have the safe code. Not bad, Apollo. No, fingerprints! Nah, I don't wanna. Look, you can see the oily finger residues clearly. Here's another hint for ya. Especially if it's a really old thing, or not even necessarily really old. If it's one that's been around for a little bit, and it's been used a lot, you can see which numbers are the most worn out. And even in order of how worn out they are, that might be the order of how the buttons are pressed. It's why you gotta change these kind of locks. You really gotta change them every now and then. There are multiple ways of finding out what the fucking combo is. Look at 7 and 9. There are glove marks. The burglar must have been wearing gloves. Well, we might not be able to identify the burglar, but we can open the safe. Let's give it a shot. Hey, first try. Is why they put plastic coverings over them nowadays? Exactly. In order to protect them from the oil of your fingers. Also, I've been constantly asking, two bullets were fired from this pistol, but where did the second bullet go? Where did the second bullet go? I think we found it. It opened. Oh, this looks like a bullet hole. You can still see the bullet sticking out of it. Oh, why is it in the middle of a safe? Hey, the bullet came out. The tip is all squished. Not surprising, given that it was fired into a metal safe. This bullet's got a story behind it, that's for sure. Look at how crumpled it all is. Wow, it's all mushed. Oh, it was one tough safe. You know, it looks kind of yummy. Huh? Like ice cream. I was thinking a cupcake, actually. Caramel. You certainly have an active imagination, Trucy. Why is the bullet hollow? Hello? We're just not gonna worry about that. Let's take a look at some files. Let's do some burglary. Looks like a medical chart. There's an x-ray in here with it. An x-ray? Can't make heads or tails of it. Can't read the chart either. It's all in medical speak. I know someone who's a doctor. Or used to be. Names are easy enough to read. Look, by patient it says Waki Kataki. So this is Waki. Our client's chart, huh? Why would this one chart be here in the safe? Let's see, the physician's signature says Pal Maractus. What is it, Apollo? Look here where it says who filed the chart. Let's see. Nurse Alita Tiala. I told you she knew about him, the fact that he was going to fucking die. I fucking called it. She knew he was gonna die. Alita Tialita is Walkie's fiance. That's one aces too many, Apollo. never mind that. What's her name doing here? How should I know? Though, I guess it means she's on staff at this clinic? Odd that she neglected to mention this before now. I told you she's the killer. I told you she's the killer. I'm like 95% sure now. I was like 50% sure when we met her, 70% sure earlier. We're 95 now. It's her. I know it. I'm sure she had her reasons. So Alita Tiala worked at the Miraculous Clinic. And she had access to Waki Kitaki's medical chart. You got the I and Y wrong, Apollo. I'd be very interested to find out what this chart says. I love that is a joke you can only do in text. That is not a joke that makes any sense just saying it out loud. It's like in comic books, that one comic book panel of Spider-Man being like, it's Spider-Man. It's like, see, you're saying it without the hyphen. I can hear it. Who can help us decipher this? I want to take a look at that chart myself. Bullet lodged near heart. Waki Kitaki, age 19. Nurse Alita Tiala. It won't let me look at anything else because boo. And also they probably didn't know what to put. The window is ajar. That must be how our burglar escaped. I wonder who it was. Maybe it was just a burglar who happened to pick here? Yeah, but there's a patrol car sitting out front. If I were a burglar, I'd come back the next day at least. I'd give it a month myself. Whoever broke in obviously needed to break in today. Alright, I think that's everything. Let's go talk to Mr. Eldoon. Excuse me? Excuse me? Mr. Eldoon? Where'd the fuck you go? You were supposed to be standing right here. Right here, in this spot. You're supposed to be here. Where did you go? Where are you not here? Fine, we'll go talk to Sky. Emma, I have a question. I have a question about feet. I know that face. You have a question about feet. Why is that a face that you would know? That's the face of someone who's made a discovery. Hey, how did you know? You can't fool someone trained in the ways of science. Next, you'll have us analyzing face prints. Let's ask Detective Sky to help us, Apollo. These sandals. That's quite a clear print there. A toe print. Too bad we don't know whose toe it is. Well, there is a way of finding out, of course. There is? What? All you need is a sample of the same toe print, off another shoe, for instance. Oh, right. So the prints match, you know the same person wore both. Do I have another shoe worn by the same person? I think I just might, actually. Really? I begin to suspect something here. Detective Sky, can you compare this sample with the other print? This pair of slippers, toe print and all. The print of these is nice and clear too. That makes our job easy. Can you analyze it for us? Of course. Hang on. Oh. Bingo. Gosh, I'm good. Hey, we were the ones who found the prints. Excuse you, I already knew that these were the same prints. I think I deserve some praise. I'm the best. I'm the detective. I'm the lawyer. I'm the forensic scientist. I am everything. I am your god. A perfect match. The same person wore these sandals and slippers. I was afraid of that. All I need to do is find out who these sandals belong to. Or, do you already know? I can't say. Not yet. Well, it's one big step closer. Truth! Alright, back to Eldoon. Eldoon, have you returned from your walkabout? No? Eldoon, are you in here? Noodle face. That's not where I want it to go. Just to see if he's back. Phoenix, buddy!
The prodigal attorney returns. Welcome, Apollo. I heard you did well in the trial today. Here to discuss something? I could use a little diversion.
What does this guy say? If you want to know something, you have to investigate it yourself. Mr. Wright, tell me what happened 7 years ago. Please. I want to know. I need to know.
You certainly didn't waste any time getting to the point. 7 years ago, I was standing in a courtroom on behalf of a client. The case involved the death of a certain magnificent genius. I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard about it.
It was all over the news. I remember that. You're up against Prosecutor Gavin, weren't you?
Yes. He was only 17 years old at the time.
17 years old? That's so high school!
Took the bar exam abroad, in Europe. They're progressive over there, you know?
I don't think the bar exam in one country necessarily translates to getting it in a different place. I don't know if that's how that works.
I was defeated by a 17-year-old I was defeated by a 17-year-old newcomer. In my shame, I left the practice forever.
That's not how being a lawyer works. That's not how being a lawyer works. At all. Ever. Like, you're only there to find the truth and to help the client. Like, sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. At least in Great Ace Attorney, fucking motherfucking vampire guy didn't boast a perfect 100% win rate. Fucking Miles Edgeworth.
That's all?
That's all? How could that be all?
What do you mean?
Well, what about what they were saying on the news about forged evidence? I said you forged evidence and had your attorney badge stripped from you.
Tell me, how does it feel? How does it feel to stand here before Phoenix Wright, the forged attorney himself?
What does it feel? I don't want to believe it's true. But what about what happened in my first trial?
Did you notice in today's trial? There's a single piece of forged evidence. Talking about evidence that shouldn't have existed. A naughty magician's trick. I don't see you jumping to my defense on this one. Maybe I did forward
That is... Okay, so this is something I actually learned a few years ago. You can, if you have a license in one state, there is a way to get it in another state, but there are steps you have to take. It's not just, oh, you have a law license here, then here, now you have the license to practice in this state as well. You have to go through some rigmarole. It's not necessarily intensive, what I've seen, but it is a process.
Maybe I did forge evidence, maybe I didn't. It doesn't really matter now, does it?
But
I'm not attorney anymore. That's the only truth you need to know.
Mr. Wright, I think he doesn't want to talk about the accusation of forgery. No. Alright then, let's talk about this. It's refreshing to be so thoroughly ignored for a change. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Are these your shoes?
So that was what led you to the guilty party.
Yes, thanks to you ripping the mirror off the car, I was able to deduce the...
You make a good point, Apollo. In fact, it could be said that I'm to thank for finding the criminal.
Think what you want, Mr. Wright. Knock yourself out. And we found these too. They're shoesies.
Thanks, Apollo. Though I have to admit, as a father, I wonder, why are you still carrying my daughter's panties around in your pocket?
That'll teach me to show off my evidence, Mr. Wright. You don't have anything else to tell me. think. Thank you, Mr. Wright. It was nice talking to you. Where the fuck is the Noodle Man? Detective Sky, I was wondering about this. Trucy, wait! What? Vital evidence there! You can't show her that! Secret weapon in tomorrow's trial for sure! Ooh, clever, Paul. Not how evidence works, by the way. What did I tell you before? If you're going to talk behind someone's back, do it quietly. I was wondering about this. Nope. What was inside the safe, right? That means the police don't know about it yet. I don't know if it is in Japan or if it is just in this game, because I feel like Capcom, like the developers of this game, are just like, yeah, this is interesting, right? Yeah, this is how it works. Okay, what else do I have for you? Did you take a look at this lamp? The bulb's broken. Right, strange, isn't it? Really? I break bulbs all the time. My desk is a mess and my lamp is always falling over. Not too bright, huh? Ouch. I still think it's kind of odd. I've already investigated this thingamajig. We did all the shoe prints. I've investigated everywhere? Hello, hello, Hazel. You knew if you go onto the transfer. Is it just that? Is that much of a trans femme thing? Is it really? I never knew I was such a stereotype. And yet, kind of always figured. Hello, hope you're doing well. Welcome. Anyone knows whose shoe those belong to? That's a good point. That's a good point. Let's go to the detention center. Let's see if Walkie knows these sandals. Hello, hello. Hey, Hazel. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining the network. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Don't cry, Angel. Daddy's back and Daddy's... Oh, you again. You always have to announce your entrances like that. Man, my old man, Man! Now I'm all in the funk and it's all his fault. I can only assume that his father tried to teach him his lesson. And failed, really. You two got your work cut out for you, straight up. Of course, I don't care if they lock me up. I'm ready to go. Some days I wonder why I do what I do. Sir, excuse me? Do these look familiar to you? Lucky, you don't happen to recognize these, do you? Hey, sure I do! I was the one who bought them for her. For Miss Tiala? Yeah, a birthday present! You got mad little feet. Man! So cute, man. Oh, you're... I mean, the kink sham, I didn't realize you were into that. So these sandals are hers. Yeah, I kinda had a feeling. What's up with the funky vibes? Sandals updated in the court record. Man, that is so far off the hook, it's off the chain, G. She's preoccupied. What the hell my Alita's doing? Man, I miss her. Your Alita is living the high life, feeling like she got away with murder. Is what happened. Hey man, you won't see me bugging about 1 or 2 guilty charges. But what if you're found guilty of murder? Hey, it's all experience, you feel me, shorty? Like a badge of honor. They don't give the death penalty, do they? You didn't really do it, did you? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. If I learned one thing today, it's that silence speaks louder than words. Man, my old man is a whack. Disappointing. That's what he is. I heard he wants to leave the mob. Over my dead body? I spend my life trying to keep it real, being an OG and never stepping down. Now my old man wants to go soft? Fine, let him. Just leave me out of it. The day I'll get out of the clink? As the day Aaliyah and I start the next generation of the Kataka family. Well, he sure is thinking in some kind of way. Please don't talk as though it's assumed you're going to jail. For my sake. I'm just gonna leave you to it, buddy. Oh wait, no, hold on. Actually, there's one other thing I wanted to show him. Hey, what the fuck is up with... Yeah, what's that? Some kind of x-ray? Wait. That's right, Walkie. It's yours. Hey look, I don't smoke or nothing. I'll live long, right? I don't think he gets it, Apollo. Take a closer look. Here, in particular. Where it says nurse, it's signed Alita Tiala. Huh? You always do your homework. So you met Miss Tiala when you... Yeah, I met her at the clinic. So? Tell us a bit about the circumstances of your meeting. Fine. I'll tell you how you met if you want to know that bad. About half a year ago, I was shot during a little turf war with another family. I was ready to die, sure. But they came in and got me, hauled me off to the dogs. The Maractus Clinic? That's where I met her. My fallen angel. You mean Alita Tiala? She was scared of me at first, turns out. But you know what they say. The bad guy always gets the ladies. Right. He was done with that clinic anyhow. So I was like, I'll take you on, woman. Straight gangster style. That's what she said? What did she say? Come on, give it some thought. She said it real quiet, like, on the down low, know what I'm saying? I'll leave, if you'll marry me. So, that was the proposal? You know it. An oath of love, right there in the hospital room. Yeah, love. Sure. Definitely, yeah, love. Sure. Huh? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But let's get married, and then I can frame you for murder. Just like that, the op was done, and we were out of there. See you later. Bye. About that op. Yeah, it didn't go so well after all, did it? I know about the report. I know it's still in me. This health checkup was the boss's idea, you said? Yeah, can you imagine? What's the point of living healthy when you're a G? You know what I'm saying? Living longer. You want to live like a G, do it for a longer period of time. But didn't you learn about the bullet at that checkup? Yeah, that's when I knew that doctor had to pay. Figured I could get that cap pulled after I got my vengeance. I'm not rereading that, and I already said the word. It wasn't the right word, but it worked well enough. And hey, I'm still living large now, aren't I? Incidentally, had you ever had a health checkup before? Nah, my old man suddenly gets this idea that we all gotta get health checkups. As he's getting old. Older, I mean. Do I have anything else to tell you? Do I have anything else for you? I don't think I do. Alright, well, you enjoy your time in jail, I guess. There you are, motherfucker. Mr. Aldoon, we've been looking all over for you. What's the matter, Trucidal? Apollo, show him what we found. Nothing like expert advice. I suppose he is a doctor still? Mr. Eldoon, is everything okay? I'm just so happy. I just thought my doctor days were gone for good. Mr. Eldoon. Mr. Eldoon, could you take a look at this? Huh? A medical chart? Hey, you shouldn't go around taking these from clinics. Why the sudden silence, Mr. Eldoon? What? What's going on here? That's what we want to know. The chart belongs to my client. He was on trial on suspicion of murder. On trial? That's crazy. You can't put him on trial. He's ABD. About to die? No. Oh, but dead. He's knocking on the pearly gates, and someone's about to answer. Can you tell us why? Told you he was gonna die soon. Oh my god, it was a wig! I thought legitimately that was his hair. I thought that was his hair this whole time. Hi Monica, how you doing? Welcome to I Just Got My Mind Blown. This man's noodle head is not a noodle head. Huh. Shock. Awe. Surprise. Well, didn't mean to speak as a surgeon. It was no good now, son. No way. It's like he's a completely different person. Well, according to this chart, this Wakikitaki fella's not doing so well. Look, here's the thing. When it comes to anything anime, I don't pay attention to that. Because that doesn't always mean jack shit. The hair and the eyebrows not matching in color, and a lot of anime stuff, that just happens. That just happens sometimes. I'm gonna be real. It is a thing that I sometimes make note of, but I don't, like, hold on to that note until it becomes important. He's got a bullet right upside his heart. That's right. Yeah, but this chart talks about the post-op. In other words, the operation is already finished. You can still see that bullet stuck in there. But why would it still be in there after the operation to remove it? Well, about the only reason I can think of is it was too tricky to operate on. What? That bullet's snug as a bug there next to the aorta, which is connected to the heart. That scrap of metal is just surrounded by blood vessels. Kind of a miracle. 2 millimeters to either side, and there'd be some serious bleeding going on in there. Not something your average doctor would be eager to fiddle with. You mean it took a miracle to get that bullet stuck where it is? It'd take more than a miracle to take it out. It'd take a magician. Hey Trucy, ever wanted to be a doctor? I'm only up to making rabbits disappear. I haven't learned bullets yet. Alright, next time then. Of course, with the heart pumping and lungs working, that bullet's on the move. I'll give him another half a year, tops. But like I said, marry the future marry the son of the Kitaki family. He dies of a bullet wound. You get all the shit because you're married to him. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing. He saw, okay, Alita Talita. That's not right. Alita Tiala saw was there when he got shot. Saw the chart and all that other stuff. Was like, oh, you're going to die in about a year. I can make this work for me. Let's get married. Got married, and Maractus, probably right, everything's happening now, is Maractus threatened to spill the beans. Maractus knew. So she was like, okay, I gotta shut this motherfucker up. That doesn't explain why he stole at the noodle stand, though, I'm gonna be honest. But Walkie's operation was already half a year ago. That's why I'm saying you're out of time. This kid shouldn't be on trial. He should be on an operating table. Oh, great. Oh, just great. How could Dr. Marcus do such a terrible thing? How could he just leave that bullet in there? I got a pretty good idea of how I felt. An emergency operation? He's got the kid's chest open on the table. Then he finds that bullet. That's despair right there, Tracy doll. Cold despair. There? Well, the only thing he could do is sew the boy back up. He wasn't exactly in the situation to go admitting he couldn't take it out. The Kitakis? You bet. This kid's their only son out here. So he skips the operation and Walkie's back on the street living his life. Of course, it's only a matter of time before his heart hemorrhages and he drops cold. How awful. Which doctor would they take him to? Maractus. He's got enough ties in them, he could probably cover up the truth of what happened. That's just horrible. He left Walkie to die. There's a darkness in this world, Trucidal. Waiting, hungry. Compared to it, these gangs' turf wars are like kids' games. When you're up against real evil, well, it don't matter if you're weak or strong. It'll take you all the same. You were a surgeon, right, Mr. Aldoon? You could operate on Walkie, couldn't you? I wish. What? I'm afraid there ain't nobody in the country that could. Maybe not even in the world. So Walkie... Money. That's why the Kitakis need money. When they found out that it was still there, the reason why he's trying to go clean and trying to make a bunch of money cleanly is so that they can go to the best surgeon in the world to save his son. He's real lucky to be alive even now. No, there's one problem. Apollo? This chart. Look at the nurse section. Alita Tiala. That's right. This operation was how they met. Yeah, the problem is, she knew. She knew about Walkie's condition, guaranteed. Why didn't she ever tell him? It doesn't make sense. If she knew her patient was in serious danger, you'd think she'd want to get that second operation before getting engaged. What was she thinking, Apollo? What were you thinking, Alita Tiala? I've already laid it all out. I figured it out. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's save. And then let's go. Oh my goodness, I've solved the mystery. Now to just prove it. I've uncovered every single secret except for one. Except for one. Actually, two. No, hold on. I was about to say I haven't uncovered the secret of the hit and run. Who was driving the car that night? Was it Alita or was it Maractus, I mean. Who hit Phoenix Wright? Alita Tiala or Pal Maractus? I think it was... Considering where it went, I'm going to have to assume it was Maractus. It could have been Alita, though. Making it to the clinic and then taking the cart with it. But why did they take the cart? This is it. The big day. Did you get any sleep? Yeah, I went to bed at 1 a.m. or so. Oh? What time did you wake up? 3 a.m. It's only 2 hours, Apollo. But at least you had me. And the amazing Mr. Hat. Here's looking at you, kid. Good luck today, Apollo. That voice. Yeah, get any sleep? Mr. Wright! I was going out of my mind with boredom, so I signed myself out earlier today. Somehow, that place makes fake piano playing at the Indokine pasta joint seem almost fun. Daddy, do you know who Prosecutor Gavin's witness is today? Take a guess. How about Little Plum? That Sherman tank of a mom? Nope. Guess again. That's too bad. You know, speaking of moms, you need to find me a new mommy one of these days, Daddy. It's just fucking coming straight out with it. Like, hey, I want a mom. Barely morning, you're at it already, Trucy. Okay, see, this is why I don't buy their father-daughter relationship. So, Mr. Wright, do you know who the prosecution's witness is? Do you know who the prosecution's witness is? Alita Tiala, your client's fiancé. She's going to be a witness? That seems odd. Why would she testify against her own fiancé?
You have to wonder what Gavin's up to.
Somebody's going down today. That much is clear. Well, not to worry. I've got my panties back. If we can't find a killer, I'll pull one out of there. I don't think I have a response. I don't have a witty response to that. I'm gonna be real.
Court is now in session for the trial of Walkie-Talkie.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is warmed up and it's a sold-out house.
Very well. To recap, while yesterday's witness seemed more guilty than any other party,
Guilty of panty snatching?
we did find out one thing for certain. There were 3 people in the park at the time of the murder.
No, 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 no. Oh, 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 I'm a genius. I'm a genius. I'm a fool. I didn't think about this. We don't have a good image of it. But there, at the park. Okay, I'll use this. Okay, as our top-down view. So, based on what the evidence that we have, Maractus was here. This was Stickler, and Kitaki was somewhere out over here. There was also a rock here. But the footprint we found of Alita Tiala was over here. Which means Stickler wouldn't have seen her. If he was only on this side, he never would have seen Alita Tiala. He wouldn't have known that she was there. So you can say 3 people as much as you want, but you're wrong, because you didn't see everyone. And all she had to do to get around him was go back behind here and behind the rock, and he even left to go make a phone call to the police. She could get out of there in no time. You could also just bend around this corner, still being hidden by Maractus, and shoot him in the head from basically point blank, and motherfucker would never notice.
Of the witness, the victim, and the defendant.
Correct, Herr Judge. And today I'd like to do something a little new age. That still doesn't answer why the needle stand. I don't know. It's the one thing I can't answer yet. I'm working on it. I'd like to look at this horrible crime from the outside. The outside? The acquisition of the murder weapon, the preparation for the act. Our poor defendant told all you see to his betrothed.
His betrothed?
His fiancée, Herr Judge. His partner for life, with no chance for parole. It's called a divorce. Also, don't make it sound like the fucking bad thing, you motherfucker. Anyways, it's 2007.
Very well. You may show the, lucky lady to the stand.
The ribbon! Ribbon! That's what I was thinking of! The ribbon! The ribbon! The ribbon! But also, we already know what you're saying, though. Waki confessed. Your name and occupation, Fräulein? Alita Tiala. My occupation is future wife.
Our traditional values. I respect that. Too many brides these days can't even weave baskets blindfolded underwater. It's a damn shame, I tell you. Yet you're here today as a witness for the prosecution.
To be honest, I didn't want to testify at first, but I couldn't hide the truth.
Honesty, another admirable trait.
Fräulein, is it true that on the day of the crime, the defendant, Walkie-Talkie, confessed his plans? His plans for murder? Yes.
The witness will please give her testimony to the court.
She's making it up. We need to find... I want to find it before motherfucking Apollo and Trucy give me the answer this time. I want to find her towel before they do. It was the day that the family health checkup results came back. When Waki found out that Dr. Marcus had lied, he flew into a rage. I'll teach him, he said. He took one of the family's pistols, and I already know what happened that night. just don't see how anyone but Waki could have done it.
Oh, the pistol did belong to the Kitaki family then.
Yes, with regards to this, an investigation is underway at the Kitaki mansion on charges of the possession of illegal firearms.
And the bullet that took the victim's life, was it?
Fired from the pistol the defendant procured? Yes, this has been proven. How can you prove something like that? It's called ballistics. You look at the rifling on the barrel, the rifling in the barrel and the rifling on the bullet. Stuff like that. Bullets carry marks from the barrels that fire them called rifling marks. Ha-ha! Look at me knowing my shit. Rifling marks? Think of them as being a gun's fingerprint, left on every bullet it fires. A fingerprint, you say? A fingerprint, you say? A fingerprint! Anyways. And when did you first hear about Waki's plan? It was the day of the murder. I should have stopped him. I think that's her. Is that her tell? Right there? I just didn't think he would actually do it.
Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
Because this is true, this is true. This is the part that seems suspicious. Well, because this would also have been... Let's press on this part. So, is it easy to take a pistol out from the house? Not really, I think. There's a system in place to limit access. But Waki's a special case, being the next in line. Perhaps his treatment was a bit too special, yeah? Well, maybe he is a bit spoiled. I hear he got amazing presents for his birthday. Last year was a switchblade made out of chewing gum and a chocolate gravestone. Sounds like he has a taste for sweets and danger.
The point here being that Waki had access to a pistol.
How can you say that for certain? How? Forehead, you will refrain from badgering the Fräulein. It was the defendant and Waki, was it, who took the pistol from his home. We know this for a fact now. There were no two rounds were fired. Okay, Alita took the car to the Maractus clinic. The case was opened. She fired. She scared him. She threatened him to take the cart. I still don't know why. It's the one bit. It's the one bit I'm missing. I want to know about the noodle stand. I don't care about anything else. I want to know about the stupid stand.
I suppose we do.
So, how could anyone else have used the pistol to shoot the victim? They could not. A simple logic, yeah?
That does seem to be the case. Does the defense have anything to say regarding this point?
There was another. In your testimony, there was clearly another. One other person had access to that pistol. What's this?
Interesting. Let's ask the defense then. Tell the court who this other person with access was.
Based on your testimony, I want to go back a little bit and read. Took one of the family's pistols. I didn't think he would actually do it. I wanna say Alita could have done it. Well, of course! I mean, you, Miss Tiala. Me? But why? You were quite clear when you told the court. You heard about the pistol from the defendant on the day of the murder. In other words, you knew what he was planning. Well, let me get this straight. You intend to tell us that this lady stole the pistol from her fiancé and killed a man in cold blood on his behalf. I've heard of people doing strange things for love, but these... We're dealing with a mob. This feels very much on brand.
It does seem a bit unfathomable, to be sure.
I don't know. Is it really that unfathomable? I don't know if this is that big of a shock.
I'm all for romance and for supporting your partner in life, to be sure. But I think I would hesitate on murder.
Yeah, but you're not part of the mob. I think. You might be. What are you hiding in that beard of yours? I'd hope you do more than hesitate. But what if a different connection can be proven? A connection between the witness and the victim. We might find that she had a personal motive beyond wanting to help her fiancé. I'll have to put things in a slightly different light. What possible connection are you suggesting here? You know what I'm starting to think? I'm starting to think the police never looked inside that safe. I have evidence showing a connection between the witness, Miss Tiala, and the victim.
This looks like a medical chart.
Found inside a safe at the Maractus Clinic. I'd like to draw the court's attention to the names written on the chart.
What? Miss Tiala, whatever. Why is your name on this chart?
Oh, look at her pouting. It'd be kind of cute if she wasn't like framing her fiance for murder. No, it is a little bit cute. I can't deny that. Well, can you explain the meaning of this, Miss Tiala? I'm not sure what you mean by meaning, Mr. Justice. Holy shit, she took on a whole new demeanor that she didn't have before. Our warm little fiance just froze over. An ice age just hit. Wow. Someone turned up the heat over here. I was on staff at that clinic until half a year ago. That was boring, so I quit. Wow, you just did a complete 180 here, ma'am. That's all. Is there a problem with that? Look at her eyes when she looks away. Holy shit.
Miss Tiala, you testify that you had no connection to the victim.
And I don't. Now. Now. I quit half a year ago, didn't I? So there's no connection. I'm pretty sure ex-employee is still a connection. Oh, let me guess. You're the kind of guy who can't rest until he knows every last detail of his girlfriend's past. Am I right?
That's not true at all. Why, I embrace the ones I won, past balls and all, no matter...
There's no connection now. It doesn't fly in a court of law. Doesn't fly? She's one tough nut. She probably feels right at home with the Kitakis. You left your job in the Maractus Clinic, true, but you remain connected somehow.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Show us evidence that proves the witness is still connected to the Maractus Clinic.
But anyway.
Well, I suppose I could see...
Your forehead. This channel you think you have found, it doesn't lead to the truth. Nor to a long career in the legal profession, yeah? Thanks. Perhaps you will allow me to do the honors?
Why not? It might be nice for a change.
Most excellent. Let's rock. How did you do that with your hands? How did you make that noise? I'll take the usual penalty next time, thanks. Also, to be fair, I feel like either of them should have worked. I feel like either pair of shoes should have worked, considering it still has her fucking toe print. And it's already proven. Fuck you. Fuck you, Ace Attorney. These sandals were found in the Maractus Clinic lobby. They're yours, aren't they? Well, who knows? I'm sure there are lots of people with those sandals. So sorry, Fräulein, but your act isn't working. I love it. I do love when the prosecutor helps me. It's like, thank you for not being a complete asshole. Like, you're an asshole, don't get me wrong. But thank you for not being completely dickish about it. Your moment of hesitation does now cost you. What's with you? I thought you were on my side. Perhaps you are unaware that those leave toe prints? A simple analysis of these sandals will reveal all. Well, now we see your true colors. I was wrong to cooperate with you from the beginning. I just wanted you to help get Rocky back on the straight and narrow.
This court thinks you need to worry less about Walkie and more about yourself. Sounds as though we need to hear a bit more about your story.
Your sandals were found in the entrance to the clinic, which means you went there on the day of the murder. Well, there's little point in denying it.
Very well. The witness will tell us about this visit. Why did you go to the Maractus clinic that day?
I did go to the clinic that day. My first time in half a year since I quit in January. I went to warn him. After all, I knew Waki had the pistol. The doctor always was a timid man. Too timid to admit his own mistake. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. I wanted to tell him to be careful, as an old friend. I don't know what your tell is.
By mistake, you mean the mistake we heard about from the defendant? The botched operation?
He was a timid, small man, but I never wished him harm. I just thought I should let him know, you know?
That does make sense.
Oh yes, but there is still one thing which does not.
What's that, Prosecutor Gavin?
The sandals left in the lobby, of course. We can assume she wore the sandals to the clinic, yeah? And then why did she not wear them home? If it were me, I would have worn them home.
I would have worn those sandals home too. They make my legs look quite fetching. Look at what they do to my thighs. Are you looking at my thighs, Mr. Justice?
I'm looking at your thighs, sir. I'd really rather not.
Look at them closely.
So, why were the sandals left behind? You're pointing out the contradiction before me. I wanted to be the one to go, objection! And there's probably a good explanation for this, right, Miss Tiala? Say, for instance, there happened to be a similar pair of sandals there which you wore home by mistake. Motherfucker! God, I hate you. Don't put words in the witness' mouth. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Boyfriend number one, I'm going to smack you silly. Actually, that's right. I'm impressed, Mr. Gavin. Oh, it is nothing. There is, after all, no other possible explanation, yeah, for it. What the? No fair! He's filling the holes in her testimony. Which is some bullshit. I call bullshit?
The defense may begin the cross-examination.
I did go to the clinic, my first time in half a year. I went to warn him. After all, I knew Waki had the pistol. The doctor always was a timid man, too timid to admit. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. I wanted to tell him to be careful, as an old friend. Hold it! But then you'd be betraying Waki, wouldn't you? No, I did it for him, for us. She went to warn him so that her fiancé would not have to commit such a crime, yeah? I didn't want them to take my Waki away. There's no way she went to that clinic just to warn him. You know why she went to Apollo? Come to figure out what really happened at that clinic, and fast! Hold it! Did you want Dr. Miraxis to run away? Well, after I failed to stop Waki, I thought that was the only other way to avoid the problem. Couldn't you have called? Why go in person? I called several times that evening, but no one was in. The victim was busy driving home until after 9 p.m. that night, remember? This was proven by this mirror yesterday, yeah? But if I warned him, he would run away for sure. Knowing the doctor... This is such a weird thing to say. That's a weird sentence. I'm not hiding any dark secrets. No dark secrets, huh? Oh, you are hiding a dark secret. Duh. Look at me being silly. You were hiding a dark secret. You know that your fiancé was going to die soon. What? Look at me however you want, Mr. Justice. You won't find a thing. She's hiding something. I know it. I must have some evidence that proves it, too. You're free to think whatever you like. I was at that clinic with only one thought in mind. This chart was found inside a safe in the doctor's office. Yes. Why would this one chart be in that safe? Yala, you know why it was, don't you?
Mind filling me in?
Dr. Maractus didn't have the leisure of making mistakes. That's why he wrote up a false report and kept the truth locked away. Bad Herr Doctor. Bad Herr Doctor. Hair Doctor? Is that what you call a stylist? Is that what you call your barber? This is where you come in, Miss Tiala. The nurse who filed this chart was you, which means you knew about Walkie's failed operation.
Interesting.
You were in the same position as Dr. Maractus. Kinda makes it hard to claim no connection, doesn't it? You're bold for a novice, I'll give you that. Mr. Justice, you must know I was only a nurse. The doctor is responsible for the chart's contents.
This chart business seems to be quite important. Please amend your testimony accordingly.
Too bad, little attorney. Her hand! Look at the way she's gripping her hand. Didn't notice that before, damn it. My bracelet's reacting again. What is it, Apollo? I thought my bracelet tightened just now. Your bracelet? Just like yesterday, like you said. When a witness is unsure of something, their nervous habit gives them away. But I can't see anything, Apollo. Huh? And what's my bracelet reacting to? Wait, maybe... Yes, that has to be it. What has to be it? Your senses, Apollo? They must be sharper than mine. Huh? I can't see it, but you can sense it. I don't know about that, Trucy. I don't have some kind of special power or anything. Listen to me, Apollo. There's a weak point somewhere in Miss Tiala's testimony, but we don't know what her nervous habit is. Well, then what do we do? You have to perceive it yourself, Apollo, with your eyes and your senses. And it's up to me and my bracelet. I don't know why, but the bracelet helps. Somehow, touching it helps me focus. Why does it look like the bracelet has eyes? That's just a little bit creepy. Let's give it a shot and bring down that testimony. Like now for a half-year-old chart. A ring.
Gotcha!
Miss Tiala! You're unsure about something, aren't you? Not as unsure as you are. Wow, she sure showed you... Okay, I got the wrong one. Found the habit, I just need to find the weak spot. Why would I go to the clinic now? Maybe it's the word now?
Gotcha!
There it is. Why go to the clinic for a half-year-old chart now, you ask? But you know why you would go now, don't you? I don't know what you're talking about. It was quite clear, Miss Tiala. You have a nervous habit. The moment you said the word now, use your right thumb to fiddle with your ring. What? He was unsure. I saw it. Now. That's the key word. The chart wasn't a part of your past. It was a clear and present threat. Ridiculous. Wait, if that were the case, I would have had 6 months to do something about it. Indeed. Huh? Which means something happened quite recently. Something to make that chart a problem for you now. The health checkup. Got her on the ropes now. I can feel it. Time to strike the killing blow. With evidence. Miss Tiala, there's no use trying to hide it. The chart became a threat to you now because of this. That's right, the checkup report. If it became clear, because they found the bullet in their heart, they'd go back to Maractus and be like, motherfucker, what the fuck? I thought you dealt with this. I thought you took the bullet out. Here's the chart. Here's everything. It's like, wait a second. Alita, you knew about this too? Guess what? You're both fucking dead. Because we're the mob, bitch. Anyways.
Take that!
A health checkup report belonging to the defendant. The Kitakis are trying to get out of the business. The health checkup this month was their first ever. What did you think when you heard about this? Oh, nothing. Why should I think anything? Oh, I would think you were positively beside yourself. Because you were afraid. You knew what Waki's chest x-ray would reveal. A full half year had passed since the operation. You thought you were home free. When the chart came back to haunt you. Let's fucking go. We broke her. That's all, Your Honor.
What just happened? Did the witness just admit to lying?
I sense it. There is a great aura emanating from her forehead. Very cool. And if a guy like that is calling you cool, you know you fucking made it. As much as I kinda dislike you as of this exact moment in time, I will gladly take you calling me cool. I will accept this. So the lady was lying, it seems. Correct. She said she had no connection to the Maractus Clinic, but her connection was deep indeed. A bit too deep. If the Kataki's got a hold of this chart with her name, she's finished. Isn't that right, Miss Tiala? Guessed it. Oh, but we're still not done.
Order! Order!
I did it! I broke her testimony! And the prosecutor... No! The prosecutor has to flirt. It is in the rules that as long as the prosecutor and the defense attorney and the defense are of similar ages, because we're not including Winston Payne or Godot, they have to flirt. We're bitter rivals. Flirting is a must. I did it. I broke her testimony. Amazing, Apollo. I didn't see it at all. And Daddy was right about you. Wait.
Miss Tiala?
It's true. That chart was bad news for me. That's why I went to meet the doctor that day. But that's all. I told him about walking and then went home. Here's this cross-examination is far from over because we have more proof that things happened. And we can see the rifling. Look at that, we can see the rifling marks. That we can see the rifling marks. It's a perfect fit. What? She hid the truth from us, this is clear, yet it is not clear that it was truth has anything to do with the case at hand. It does when I tell you that a bullet was found right above that case, that chart.
Very well. The witness will add this to her testimony, and we'll have a bit more cross-examination.
I was so close! At the very least, we know that she committed perjury. You're still close. Keep on her, Apollo. I warned him and left.
Objection!
You say nothing happened in the doctor's office. I disagree. Take a look at this. Oh, what's that? It looks like a squished up ball of clay. Kind of like you, actually. This bullet was found— Hey, that's rude. This bullet was found in the Maractus Clinic office. Something did happen in that office, Miss Tiala. Enough of this joking around. The police investigated that clinic. Ah, but this was stuck inside the doctor's safe. Inside the safe? I guess the police didn't check that far. Oh, but there is a problem. How can you say that bullet was fired on that day? Weren't you the one who explained rifling marks to us? Pistol was taken from the Kataki mansion that day. If the marks on this bullet match the murder weapon, then that proves a firearm was discharged in that office on the day of the murder. Not bad, Herr Forehead, because once again, 2 bullets were fired, but we never found the second bullet.
Bailiff, have this bullet analyzed immediately.
Oh, they're not letting me do it. That's fine. That's fair. 30 minutes of waiting later. I imagine during the 30 minutes, Gavin and Apollo were just talking. I was like, yeah, what are you doing this weekend? You want to go get coffee or something? I was thinking more of a... I prefer more of a good brunch myself.
Oh, you available for brunch then? Well, I do have a concert on Saturday, but for you I can make time. It's like, oh yeah. So, are you two flirting right now? We're in recess. You can wait. Yes. Let's just have a discussion. The rifling marks on both bullets are identical. I got a little bit too into the fan fiction I guess I was writing in my head. Excuse me, pardon me. Well, it seems as though the bullet in the safe was fired from the murder weapon. Perhaps the defense would like to state their position? The bullet in that safe proves one fact. A pistol was fired in that office on that day. At the time of the firing, the safe was open. The safe was containing the top secret chart. Thank you, Maya. Welcome back. Thank you for the hydrate and the posture check. Next stretchies. Okay. Welcome back. I figured out everything except for the noodle stand. But I also figured that out a while ago. We're doing a good job proving it, though. Do you think someone was threatening Dr. Maractus in order to open up the safe? Only one person was in a position to do such a thing. Our witness, Alita Tiala. Order! Mr. Justice, where are you going with this? Are you accusing the witness? Alita Tiala knew about Waki Kataki's botched operation. She got engaged in him without telling him about it. As long as that bullet remained in his chest, his days were numbered. What if she married him, and then the bullet finally reached its destination? What? And that reminds me, apparently the Kitakis have been asserting themselves in lawful business practices. They're making quite a deal of money. A fortune, if you will. Nefarious! So she planned to marry him just to get her hands on this fortune? Objection! Wait, who said objection? Oh. You keep talking trash about my Alita, and I'll sue you, lawyer man! Huh? Me? Yeah, you said you'd abuse my Alita. That's not what I said. I think you mean accuse? Same difference. Well, you can't have her. She's mine. It was me. I shot that doctor. Me. He left me to die, so I left him to die too. There in that park. Bucky, cool down a second. You keep your hands off my Alita, or I'll... Ooh. Miss Tiala? I'm sorry, it's been so long since I've laughed so hard. Something funny? Waki, wake up and smell reality. Alita, baby? The signature on the chart, the engagement. I mean, come on, it's so obvious. Even for a brainless, spoiled brat such as yourself. Alita. Your honesty is like a breath of foul air, Fraulein. Hey, I wasn't getting out of this clean anyway. So, the family fortune is what you're really after. Oh, that's right, I wanted the money. No way. That's whack! Are you trying to hear that? I should have done the wedding earlier. Oh well. Oh, by the way, can I ask you a question? Who, me? I believe you said you're going to abuse me? Accuse? Of what crime, might I ask? Huh? Oh, I'm a bad girl. Sure. I got close to that brat because I wanted his money. But he was the one with the pistol. He could have fired it into that safe after I'd already left the clinic. What? I would never do a thing like that. It was definitely that silly brat. Wait, but... What are you talking about? Trucy? You had the most to lose if that chart was found. But I didn't have a pistol now, did I? Well, you could have taken walkies. You'd think he'd have mentioned that, no? All I've heard him say is, it was me, I shot him. That's only because he's trying to protect you! Sorry to intrude in this lovely conversation. But the two of you are forgetting one critical point. What point?
Certainly the Fraulein wanted that chart. You assume she threatened the doctor into opening that safe, but then wouldn't she have taken the chart? Oh, you see, on that chart wouldn't have been left in that safe. Hold on. Huh. Huh. You're making a very valid argument here that I don't have a rebuttal to, I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a response to that. He's right.
Miss Tiala,
Yes?
it is clear to this court that you are not a very good fiancée.
Oh, I'm flattered.
Perhaps it's time you told us the truth. Tell us about yourself, including your actions and whereabouts on that day.
Don't forget, we've proven that you were at the Miraculous Clinic on the day of the crime. I have evidence that you were at the park. Yes, I went to the clinic that day to speak to the doctor. I wanted that chart, but I failed to get it, so I went back to the clinic later. In any case, I didn't shoot him. You don't even have proof I stole that pistol, do you? That Brad was spotted in the park at the moment of the crime. Frankly, I don't think it matters if Dr. Miraculous was shot in the temple or not.
You went back later.
That chart was dangerous, you understand? I needed to get rid of it. That's why I went that day.
But you couldn't get the chart then, could you?
And later that night, Dr. Miraculous was shot. I heard about the shooting, waited a day, but then I had to go back. No easy feat with the cops all over the place. That was you? You were the burglar! Apollo, that sound, it came from behind this door. Someone's in there. A break-in? You were the burglar. That was you two. If only I had one more minute. Then I could have opened the safe and gotten the chart.
What? That's trespassing, and brazen at that.
Oh, is this a trial for trespassing now? Besides, you can't blame a girl for wanting to protect herself. They are gangsters, you know.
In any case, Mr. Justice, your cross-examination.
Committing the little crime to avoid the big one, huh? Yes, I want to. Okay. Well,
Hold it!
but you could have stolen it. Could have. There's some new definition of proof. Well, that's Walkie. He'll tell us. Might I remind you this is a cross-examination. You might want to keep your baseless theories to yourself. He's right, isn't he?
Hold it!
The doctor was shot in the right temple, yes? So it seems. Let's review the facts again, shall we? Wait, no. Hold on. I just realized that also doesn't make sense. At the time, wait. If she leaned over and shot him, she would have shot him in the left side. Unless he turned around 180. Unless he wasn't facing her. Or facing Waki. If the killer shot from this location, the bullet would have struck our victim square in the forehead. However, the entry wound was in the right temple.
Yes, we heard the testimony on this yesterday.
At the time of the shooting, the witness was standing here. No, he wasn't. We already proved he wasn't.
Just before the gun was fired, he shouted. The victim turned his head to look.
Oh, wait, did we prove that in court or out of court?
And was shot.
Objection!
that testimony was proven to be a lie. Our egregious panty snatcher, Mr. Stickler, did witness the crime, but he was standing to the north, next to the trash can where he tossed those panties. If Mr. Stickler had shouted from this location, the bullet couldn't hit his right temple. Silly attorney. What? Do you remember what you had for breakfast that morning? Do you remember, Trucy? I always have a glass of milk for breakfast. What matters is one thing. The doctor was shot in his right temple. If that's the case, there can only be one explanation. Panties guy was mistaken. That's a weird tactic for you to take.
Objection!
His location was proven. You can't write that off as him being mistaken.
Objection!
Then why don't you show us your forehead? Show you? What? Or must I explain everything? Very well, let's recap. The witness, Panties guy, was standing to the north. Then where was the shooter standing? From what location did the killer shoot his victim?
But wait, if the witness was standing there, how could anyone shoot the victim in the right temple?
I merely laid out the facts for us. It is up to the one possessing this shiny forehead to show. If you can, that is. Walkie Kitaki was standing at the killer mark, Wesley Stickler at the witness mark, and of course Palmeractus was at the victim mark.
Let's hear what the defense has to say. Where was the killer standing when they shot the victim?
Somewhere else, obviously. As the facts stand now, we can't explain this crime without contradicting ourselves at some point. But I know why. The real killer shot from an entirely different location. But what are you talking about? I don't see any other place.
Apparently, Mr. Justice does. Let's hear it. Where in the park did the killer shoot the victim from?
It's time to raise the roof. And the stakes. Huh? Penalties are such frightening things, don't you think? But what if they were a bit more terrifying? How are you doing with that with your hands? Are your rings like actually speakers? Like so.
Double penalty?
And Forehead wishes to take us in any direction. Then he must be ready for the challenges ahead. Challenge accepted. It's justice time! Are you sure, Apollo? The key is the witness, Mr. Stickler's testimony. If we believe that, and we know where he stood, and the victim turned when he shouted, there's only one place the killer could have been. The killer shot the victim from here. Okay, if this is true, then where the cart is. Because she was here. He was in the cart. In the cart. He wasn't just standing outside the cart. No, that's also why he didn't see her. She was in the cart. I believe we all owe a debt of gratitude to Miss Alina Tiala. What do you mean? Thanks to you, we had a chance to review the crime. And this time, we were prepared. We know that Wesley Stickler was telling the truth. We should have listened to him from the beginning. Wesley Stickler was standing next to the trash can when he saw the two men. He shouted, just as he told us in his testimony. And the victim turned to look in his direction. Okay, that's why they stole the noodle stand. They were going somewhere in secret. This is why the stand was taken. It was a way to get her somewhere quite secretly. But where were they going? They were going back to the Kitaki family. They were going back to the mansion. She killed him. He ran off to go get the police. Walkie ran away. She jumped out of the stand. Got a leaf attached to her shoe. Ran to the Kitaki mansion. Stepped in the paint on the way. Then what? A shot was fired. The victim was hit in the right temple.
Oh no!
Oh yes! Which direction was his right temple facing at that moment? That's right, toward the noodle stand.
Order, order, order! So you're saying the killer was inside the noodle stand?
Let's think about this a bit more, shall we? You say the killer was inside the noodle stand, which would mean the victim, Dr. Maractus, came to the park, wheeling his own murderer in the cart behind him. Now, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I think you'd notice if you were pulling someone along. There's something we should worry about before that. Why was he pulling the noodle stand in the first place? Let's deal with our problems one at a time, shall we? Someone was hiding in the stand. We have not come this far to talk about possibilities. Let's talk about proof, baby. Show us evidence that proves someone was in the stand. You want evidence that someone was in that stand? Well, I've got it. Well, I sort of got it. I kind of, yeah, actually, no, I do have it.
Show us the proof that someone was hiding in the noodle stand.
That... Maractus Clinic. And they're covered with paint. These slippers were found in a trash can near the crime scene. And a single slipper print was found at the scene. Right next to the noodle stand. Oh, and Miss Tiala, your toe print was found in the left slipper. In other words, this is proof you were inside that noodle stand.
Objection!
Yet there was only one slipper mark found at the scene. Can this be called a footprint in good faith? Observe the diagram. A park pathway runs right next to the slipper mark. A slipper wouldn't leave a trace on a cobblestone path. Yet you still cannot say that's a footprint, huh? Why not? You have an impression left by a single slipper. Or whatever on the stand and simply fell to the ground. That's just dumb! One more thing. It would not... It's a slipper. It wouldn't have that much force behind it. You would need a lot more force pressing that. One more thing. A noodle stand is typically cluttered with the tools of the noodle-making trade. There's no room for a person to ride in there.
You have a point.
Oh, that's why all the noodle bowls were inside the fucking clinic.
Could someone have hidden in that stand?
We can go look at the sand right now. Do we want to go to the park? We can go look at it and see that it's empty. Apollo, I think I might be onto something. I think I figured out one of our pieces of evidence. In order to make room in the stand, some things would have to be...
Well, Mr. Justice.
I still don't know the red stain on this cord. I still don't understand you. What happened with this lamp?
Do you have proof that someone could have hidden in the stand?
I can prove one thing. Someone did scheme to clear space in that stand. This one? Is it this? This is a noodle bowl from the stolen Eldridge Noodles noodle stand.
Yes, and what about it?
We discovered a large quantity of these bowls yesterday. In the lobby of the Maractus Clinic.
A large quantity of noodle bowls in the victim's clinic.
Mr. Aldrin was very clear about those bowls. Hell, I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. All my noodle bowls were in there too. If the bowls were removed, that night there was space inside that noodle stand. Space created at the Maractus Clinic, no less. Right around the time that you were there, Miss Alita Tiala. I won't listen to any more of these wild fantasies. No, not fantasies. They're worse than lies and that spoiled brat's pickup lines.
I would like to remind the witness of her current status. The court does not consider you entirely innocent.
Show me an innocent, I'll show you a fairy tale.
In any case, the defense has somehow made its point. The witness had both a murder and an opportunity to kill Dr. Maractus.
More fairy tales. This whole trial is a fairy tale.
Well, then please, pull us back down to reality, Miss Tiala. I'm giving you one last chance to explain yourself.
Oh, this is it. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand that night? And what was Alita Tiala doing inside it? Time to get to the bottom of this case. That night, I went to ask Dr. Maractus for the chart. I had no intention of ever letting that chart fall into the Kotaku family's hands. But Dr. Maractus didn't understand. For some reason, he thought the Kotakus had sent me. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him. You knew about the botched operation, so you tried to get rid of the chart to save yourself. I won't make excuses. And I did warn the good doctor. I gave him a chance. I told him that Bryant got his health checkup report, and that he was coming to settle the score.
I see. Very well, Mr. Justice. Begin your cross-examination.
I feel like we're so close here to the end of this trial. Yes, Your Honor. This is the last testimony. We are. Okay, once we're done here, I think we'll call it. But let's finish this. Either I perceive the truth, or it's over. Okay, you went to Dr. Maractus for the chart. Hold on. Your hand is doing the thing. Okay, back to the very first one. I wanna see what you're lying about. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. She's not fiddling with the ring. She's not fiddling. Why are you not fiddling? Fiddle. Fiddle. Damn you. Here, let's look at this. She's doing something with her hand. No one said the tell is the same each time? That's fair. To be fair, she wouldn't be lying about this. Dr. Maractus didn't understand. For some reason, he thought the Kotakis had sent me. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him. That's a lie. I know that's a lie. And went home. You're doing the thing!
Gotcha.
You're doing a thing! Look at that nervous little habit. All I did was talk. And lie? What? Show me proof! I'm pretty sure about this one. I think I'm getting the hang of this. A little slip in confidence and I give it all away. The proof is you, Miss Tiala. All I did was talk to him, you claim. But you can't hide your own nervous twitch when you say those words. My twitch? What are you talking about? You have a habit of scratching the area of your neck around the edge of your scarf. What? This is working better than I'd hoped. Her unconscious actions tell the truth she won't say. Habits and lies. 2 dots. Connect the dots and find the truth. Don't look at me like that. I told you the truth. It seems that when you recall what really happened in that office, you can't keep your hands off your neck, can you? The lamp. You were being strangled with the lamp, weren't you? It seems that nervous habits are unconscious reactions that manifest when someone is trying to hide something. You can't hide behind your scarf, Miss Tiala. Something happened between you and the victim in the Maractus Clinic office. And I've got proof that shows exactly what happened.
Take that!
What's that? You're touching your scarf again. There's something unusual about this lamp. The bulb is broken, and there's a red splotch on the cord. See how you hide your neck? I think I can come up with a plausible explanation for the lamp's state. Well, spit it out. This talking in circles nonsense is killing me. Very well. The answer is very simple, Miss Alita Tiala. Please remove your scarf. I think we got her. What do y'all think?
Objection!
You can't object to this! This is a trial to determine what happened in that park, and that's the first step. Hold it! I have to seem to have drifted off target, but this is a part of it. It's all connected, my dude! Shh! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shush! I will take your necklace, and I will stab it in your eye. Look at how sharp that is. I can take an eye out with that. I'm sure I could. I'll take the sharp point of your hair, and I'll use that for the other eye.
Objection!
We'll find out soon enough if we're drifting, as soon as the witness removes her scarf. I won't do it! This is insane! I'm an unrelated third party. You're a very related third party. You can't order me to remove my clothing.
Miss Tiala, I'm afraid you've forgotten what's already been proven.
What?
You're hardly unrelated. Please remove your scarf.
Thank you, Maya. No! No! Dreams are always the one thing I don't feel like doing. I knew it. So I was right. Wasn't I, Miss Alita Tiala? Your neck.
Your neck? That isn't what I think it is.
Something did happen that night at the Maractus Clinic. You needed to get that chart back, no matter what it took. Even if you had to steal your fiancé's pistol to do it.
But wait. Looking at this lump and the witness's neck, it looks like the very opposite happened.
Exactly. The victim in the clinic that... She was unconscious. She was unconscious! He was moving the body. Maybe he thought she was dead, maybe he didn't, I don't know. That's why he took the noodle stand. He wasn't taking her somewhere of her volition. He was trying to kill her. The victim in the clinic that night was this witness. Specifically, you tried to threaten Mr. Maractus, and he attacked you. That's what happened that night at the Maractus Clinic. That's why the noodle stand. I get it. I understand everything. Ooh. Sorry, I blacked out for a second. One last question. One last question? My question is, where are all those feathers coming from? How does your brooch have that much?
Order!
Although my question would be, why didn't he take the gun off of her? Maybe he thought she was dead.
Order! Order! Will someone please tell me what really happened?
I told you the truth already. I went to the clinic that night to warn Dr. Maractus you're doing the thing again. That gangster knows everything. He's coming for you. Oh, this is the first time we have to give him a voice. Looks like my clinic's seen its last patient. We have to get rid of that chart. Quick, open your safe. Give it to me. Technically 2 questions? You can save your own skin? What? I know what you're up to. You want in with the family. And if they see that chart, you're finished. You're leaving me holding the short straw. But if I'm going down, I'll want some company. You! And what happened next? He jumped at me and knocked me to the floor. Then he took that cord. How Maractus was serious. Deadly serious. He really tried to strangle me. I must have blacked out.
So, you were the victim.
And the red splotch on the cord was your lipstick. I was right, it was lipstick. I called it. I was right. I didn't want to remember that night. That's why I didn't bring it up. There. Are you happy now? Huh? I was out cold, almost killed. And you claim I then snuck into that noodle... No, I don't.
He was going to dump your body, and you... No, damn it. Fuck. Shit, damn it.
Motherfucker, this is a logical connection I'm making here. You, stop making that face. Stop making that face. I can do this.
Well, one thing is clear. We now know what really happened at the Maractus clinic. And it would seem that our victim was not entirely without blame himself.
I'm sorry. I get so nervous just thinking of it. It's hard to breathe. I've told you everything. Can I go home now?
You bear some responsibility for events that day, true. Yet if you were also a victim, this court would owe you some sympathy.
Hold on.
Well, Mr. Justice, I believe this cleared up the remaining questions for Miss Tiala.
No! When did this happen? Suddenly, everyone's sympathizing with her. I don't know what to think anymore, Apollo. I mean, is that it? Do we know everything we need to know about Miss Tiala?
Very well. This finishes the cross-examination of this...
Objection! Thank you, Gavin. What about the gun? And not so fast. And this party is just getting started. Now we rock! What? Those spikes on your head are softer than they look. Or do you not have the stomach to go all the way?
Prosecutor Gavin?
Maractus choked her little Tiala. She fell unconscious. But what happened next? He's right. There's more we don't know. She was choked hard enough to leave that mark. She would have been out for a while. Even still, what if it was her? What if it was her in that noodle stand? Alita Tiala, half dead. Dr. Maractus pulling that stand, and a bullet fired from inside the noodle stand. What if it's all true? We might have already figured out what truly happened that night. Miss Alita Tiala, as you can see, we're not through with you just yet. You really want to blame me for this murder, don't you? You too, Prosecutor Gavin? Me? Fräulein, I only wish to know the truth. Well, let's go back over what we've learned up till now. On the day of the murder, Waki saw his checkup report, from which he learned about the bullet still inside him. So he took a pistol from the family stash, with the intent to give Dr. Maractus some of his own medicine. And Miss Tiala heard about this from Waki, so she went to the Maractus clinic ahead of him, in order to get rid of the chart with her signature. But then something happened. It sounds like he figured it all out. But remember, I was the victim. I was out cold. But what about Dr. Maractus? Well, that does seem to be the problem. He had just strangled a little Tiala, perhaps he thought to death. What did he do after his crime? I was just knocked out, not dead. From the state of his clinic and the scene of the park, I think it's clear what the good doctor did next. Well, Herr Forehead, can you guess? Okay, now this is flirting. Because we're working together, we're double teaming.
Well, Mr. Justice, what did Dr. Maractus do?
Maybe he did think he killed Alita Tiala. Do I have evidence to show what he did next?
Take that!
As his next move, Dr. Maractus stole Guy Aldoon's noodle stand. What? Killing me disturbed him that much? So much he randomly stole a noodle stand? I know what I'm doing, Punisher. Sometimes. How do you know whether or not that phrasing was on purpose or a fluke? The world may never know. It wasn't so random. Remember all the bowls in the clinic's foyer? Bowls that belonged inside that stand? I think it's pretty obvious, don't you? That stand was at the clinic. However, the question is, why did he remove the bowls? Maybe because the stand was heavy? Or he wanted to put something in the stand in their place.
Oh, wait, you don't mean...
I do. Dr. Maractus did replace those bowls with something. Your corpse, Miss Tiala. My corpse? Dr. Maraxus panicked. He thought he'd kill you. He killed you. His next move would be to dispose of the body. That's crazy talk. You're all crazy. Objection! Let's think about it logically. The doctor had a place to dispose of you in mind. But on his way there, who should he run into but the defendant, Waki Kitaki? Objection! I question your logic.
What's this, Prosecutor Gavin?
The park is a dead end. Why would he head in that direction to begin with? That's right. He had no reason to go there. Oh, now I get it. It was a trick. That spoiled brat made him do it. He made the doctor steal the sand. Objection! Tell me, why would someone go to a dead end? Unless the park was his destination. What?
Apparently, the defense has an idea. Tell us where Dr. Maractus was heading with the stand. Here, please show us on this diagram. Where exactly was the victim dragging that stand?
Take that!
There? That's a river!
Yes, Your Honor. I scarcely need to explain why. A perfect place to dispose of a body. He was going to throw me into that river? He didn't have many other options, Fraulein. I believe this clears up all of the remaining questions. The victim holding the stand and the defendant before him. And inside the stand, you, Miss Alita Tiala. And then the denouement. Fuck. Goddamn fucking English language. Leslie Stickler, of panty-snatching fame, walks up. Seeing the two men, he shouts. In that instant... So, I shot him? You were the only one who could have stolen Walker's pistol. It had to be you!
Well, Miss Tiala.
Nice work. You mean I'm right? I mean, you've done a fine job dreaming up a story. Why does everyone in every Ace Attorney game always go, oh wow, that's such a wonderful story you've cooked up, knowing that it's the goddamn truth? To get that spoiled brat off the hook. You're the one who's dreaming. Apollo's backed up everything he said with facts. If you're so sure he's making it up, give us another reason. Why was Dr. Maraxus pulling the stand through the park? Who knows? But there's one gaping hole in your logic. I think Mr. Gavin knows wherefore of I speak.
Wherefore of what?
I can't believe she's still trying to deny this.
Is this true, Prosecutor Gavin?
Must I always be the one to point out the point here for errors? I'm doing a damn good job over here. Maybe there really is something. I believe the Fraulein speaks of a doctor's car. Shit. It's not his car. It's your car. He doesn't have a car. Car? That's right. The Maraxus Clinic has that big garage.
In which such a green sports car, was it?
Why would he steal the stand in the first place? If he wanted to carry a body, he would have used his car. It is his car. Shit. Damn it. Fuck. The exhaust. The panties in the exhaust. The car wouldn't start. I know the answer. This is why. This is the reason why he couldn't use his car. Alright, that's enough looking at panties. And so we find our victim without probable cause to steal that sand. And our defense without the case. Objection! I have an idea. You know that green car? I bet it wouldn't run. It was broken. Oh, what an excellent counter-argument, Fraulein. Oh, too bad you're quite wrong. Huh? Oh, don't tell me you've forgotten what happened to your daddy. Daddy? That's right. That night, the car that hit Mr. Wright was that green sports car.
Oh, yes, I'd nearly forgotten about it.
These have been here the whole time. And so have these. Literally, I think we started off this stream with talking to the panty snatcher.
I nearly forgot.
Afterward, he drove it back to the garage. It ran fine. Now that's right. So why didn't he use his beloved sports car, huh? A glaring contradiction, to be sure. More glaring than your forehead. Excuse you. I'm fabulous. And also, I have evidence. No! No! Let me show the panties again.
Order, order, order. Well, Mr. Justice, why didn't Mr. Maractus use his car to carry the body?
That's of the grown-up surrender, I hear. Ah, thank you for the pass check. Some advice, and now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days. Are you trying to help me? Okay, Gavin, are you trying to help me, hinder me, or do you just want to fuck me and you don't care if I win or lose? I'm getting a lot of mixed signals here. You want me to figure out myself? Is that why you're doing this? Are you testing me? Are you hoping I'll grow and learn? Be a great, wonderful lawyer? Everything I've learned? Or do you just legitimately don't like me?
Mr. Justice, this contradiction casts doubt on your entire case. This is truly your last chance.
He's already told us he only wants the truth true. The car didn't run, and I know why. I have an idea. It's all coming together. That night, Dr. Maractus couldn't use his car. Huh, now you're making even less sense than usual. Not according to my information, Miss Diala. Put one and one together and the explanation is simple.
If it is so simple, perhaps you can show us some evidence. Show us proof why the car wouldn't run that night.
Very well. Allow me to show you this.
Sure, those are more panties. Let's see now. Panties? Again?
All sorts of things come out of my face. Fuck, it finally broke me. It took 4 hours. It took 4 hours and I'm finally broken. God damn it. Oh my god. All sorts of things come out of my panties. Even the truth. Another crime was committed the night of the murder. The theft of these panties. The latest in a string of similar thefts, actually. But that night, the snatcher was caught in the act. A brave young girl chased the thief until he hid. In the Maractus Clinic garage. What's your gender?
Justice!
No, I mean, what's in your pants? The truth! What? The snatcher hid the panties there before running. Perhaps someone in this court remembers where he hid them?
Why, what they found in the car's exhaust pipe?
Exactly! By the way, I learned something yesterday. A very important piece of information. And I learned it from you, Prosecutor Gavin. So you were here investigating? And I was on my way home, when my hog gave up the ghost. Your hog? My motorcycle won't start. It clogged the exhaust pipe. Too bad. It looks like such a nice bike, too. On cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clog the exhaust and they won't run. My, how interesting. While Miss Diala and the doctor were struggling, the panty snatcher snuck into the Maractus garage. From that time until the time we found these, that car wouldn't start. What? That's why Dr. Maractus had to use the noodle stand. It was the next closest thing he could think of. Well, Miss Tiala? This wraps your doubts up quite nicely, I think. So it does. Where am I? So dark. Can't see. Cramped. Pain. My throat's burning.
What's your problem?
You, Doc. I know what you did. Walkie? You lied to me. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, man.
Wait, let me explain.
Fine. I'll give you your last request.
Listen, you're being tricked, but not how you think. It's not just me.
No! He'll ruin everything. I have to stop him. Cease this at once, you two! And then she fired. Funny, this isn't the way it was supposed to turn out. Oh well, too bad.
There's still one mystery. How did you manage to disappear from that stand?
In the silence after the shot, I heard the witness running. I believe we heard as much from Wesley Stickler. We went to use a public phone to inform the police, which is when I made my escape. When you left that slipper print, Doctor Zimractus didn't bout while I taking my slippers off. I threw them out after I stepped in the paint, though. That was your mistake. No, my biggest mistake was coming to you for help, Mr. Justice. Huh? I believed in you. You and your anything agency. If anyone would get Waki declared guilty, it was you. I had a feeling that was what she was intending.
I believe we've reached a conclusion of sorts. Prosecutor Gavin, how is Miss Alita Tiala doing?
She's confessed to everything. We're processing her arrest now. Prosecutor Gavin sure seems calm for someone who just lost, because it's not about winning and losing, it's about the truth and justice. And the truth. I think he already knew. He had figured out she was the killer a while ago, just like I did. Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned the last 2 days. You lost, but I didn't exactly win either. Something about the hair for red. Also, can we work together? Were all the insults really necessary? Did you have to keep insulting me when you knew that I was right every step of the way?
Look like it's time to announce a verdict. Not guilty.
I kind of feel bad for him now. Not only is his fiance going to jail, she was lying to him the whole time, and he's going to die of a heart problem.
Court is adjourned. Adjourned.
Said that weirdly.
Court is adjourned. There we go. Much better.
June 17th, 4:12 p.m. Great job, Apollo. You did it. Yeah, we did, somehow, and we didn't even need forged evidence to do it. Waki's off the hook. Free to become the gangster he's always wanted to be. Wait, question. If Alita's the one who hired us, do we get paid? Are we getting paid for this? We're not doing this pro bono, right? And he has you to thank. Hey, attorney man! You're gonna pay for what you did to my Alita, Holmes? Or to blame, I guess. You get my Alita back! Shoot, point it and turn it in with a death wish!
Enough, Waki.
Enough, Waki. No, I don't know what his voice is. Mr. Kitaki! It's about time you open your eyes, Waki. What do you know, old man? I think it's about time you open yours. You lived a life trying to become some kind of businessman.
Don't talk about what you don't understand, Waki.
I'm afraid the guard is going to throw them both out. Not in jail. Wouldn't that be a happy ending? Hey, maybe we can help them out. You know why Mr. Kitaki needs to make so much money? Maybe we should tell Waki. Oh, Waki! Apollo has something to tell you. Huh? I do? Oh, way to put me on the spot. What's that? Show him the reason why, Apollo. Why is Mr. Kitaki trying to be a businessman? Is this the best evidence?
Take that!
Think about it, Waki. Think about your condition. Talked with your mother, Little Plum, yesterday. It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. A clean money, that is. does it mean? You aren't really, are you?
I searched the globe, and I found one. A doctor who can take that bullet out of you, Walkie. But it's an expensive procedure.
Eh, but you got plenty of money already, don't you?
I won't use it. It was the gangster life that did this to you, Walkie. I want to help you, and I want to do it clean.
Oh, those were your eyebrows? Those were your eyes. Those were your eyebrows. What the fuck? Your eyes were closed this whole time?
Please understand, Walkie.
Ed. Ed. I see how it is, old man. Always you looking out for Walkie. Listen good, old man. One day, I'm gonna take you out. And we'll see who's the OG. You try to hide in your business suit, I'll find you. Stupid old geezer. My Walkie?
No, it's as it should be.
Mr. Kitaki. I used to more without the puppy dog eyes. But I love the apron. Look at the apron, it's so cute.
I'm glad to have met you. I'm not so good with words, but I know a professional job when I see one. Thank you.
Ooh, me? I don't think.
Someday, make you one of our latest, the Kentucky key lime pie.
Can you just pay me? I'd rather just get paid for my services. You opening a pie shop?
So long.
Wait, what, I'll send you an invoice? I'll drop by the mansion. And he was gone. Well, let's head back, Apollo, to the Right Anything Agency. Hey, since when do I work at your agency? Oh, we make a good team. I understand, then let's get going. Why not? She did help me out. And there's a few questions that still need answers. Are there? Like this power of mine that she showed me. Look. I know he didn't. Ryunosuke I don't think ever did either. It's just like, why do we keep taking these cases where we don't get paid? Give me money! I need money to live, thank you! And my bracelet. If anyone can help me figure it out, it's her. Though I can't say I care much for what her father has become. Oh, that's right. We have to go someplace first. Huh? Where? Why, to claim our reward from Mr. Aldoon. Salty noodles. Right. You got to stand back already? Oh, and after that, you can come see my show. With a special appearance by the amazing Mr. Hat. Oh, we're special, all right. Please, anything but him. I love Mr. Hat. Chapter ends. Huzzah! We did it, y'all. Congratulations. 2 trials done. Episode 2 complete. Turn to the games menu real fast. Before we fully call it for the night. Wait, Apollo Justice only has 4 chapters? We're halfway through Apollo Justice? Probably not time-wise, but like episode-wise. That one's 6. Oh. Huh! What do you know? Anyways, point is, we got 2 more to go. So thank you all so much for joining us today. I hope you all enjoyed it. Outro stuff. Yeah, that's it from me today. Thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back this weekend for times. Probably Digimon Survive, probably Genshin. Things might change though, but it's probably gonna be those. Let's see who's streaming. Let's see who's streaming. How about... What are y'all in the mood for? Do y'all want to watch Unicorn Overlord? Art? Supermarket Simulator, got Tekken. Actually, no, let's do Madia. No, I did Madia recently. Let's do Calista? Yeah, why not? We're gonna go raid, y'all. Alright, yeah. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Ad just hit at the funniest time. There we go. Sorry, Delphi, we're about to raid. We're gonna raid. We're gonna go raid Calista. Calista's playing Supermarket Simulator. You, wristwatch, or sorry, Timewinder, are you streaming? Are you about to be streaming? Are you about to go? You did you? Let's go take a look. Throw it over to you. What you gonna be playing? At least I gotta know. Code Vein. Hope you enjoy it. I probably won't be able to stick around. I'm gonna need to get myself some dinner. But y'all have a great rest of your night. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. And we'll see you all later. Bye, y'all.